Hello,
Hell.
everyone.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Great
Bit of
start already.
miscommunication there. It's fine. Sorry we're streaming late. We've had a lot of technical difficulties. Discord has been
Way too
down for
many.
like the past 5 minutes. It's been so difficult, but we've got everything up and running. You can tell it's been a bit difficult. We didn't even get to do the little casting thing we normally do, where we like basically just organize what we want to say and stuff. So if it seems a bit rushed, that's why. But me and Uncooked, we're here today. We're here to cast this. We're gonna give you the content that you deserve. These two teams have been fighting so much over this past year or in the last few months, and this is kind of like the ultimate showdown on Uncooked, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. we're gonna have to rush through this, but yeah, I absolutely agree with you. Right, so we're gonna speed run this. So the map bans we have: first map Villa picked by qvG Esports, second map Chalet picked by Machine Soldiers. Then if we get there, third map Coastline. The community vote as well. We're speed running through this. Here we go.
50%.
Yeah, pretty much 50-50. So. Which team do you think will win? And then we'll get into it.
You know what? Let's just start the game while the maps bans happen now. Yep. Like I said, sorry. Some tech sides again. Some more stuff will happen. But like we said, we'll talk over the stuff as the game progresses and stuff actually happens. Because Villa. And interesting fact, we have a lot of data on Machine Soldiers. They've gone through the lower bracket kind of thing, basically, right? We've seen them a lot more, and that means we have a lot more data. And they've actually banned Villa the most number of times. And qvG picking Villa here, I mean, considering that MS have banned Villa a lot, means one of two things, right? Either it's a really weak map for them, or they're saving strats, the G2 OG way, back in the day. But but we can assume it's probably a weaker-ish map. As quote unquote. I guess we'll find out now in here. So yeah, I'm a bit interested to see this first map especially.
Yeah, so am I. We're getting some standard bans right now, so there's not much too. Yeah, it's not too special right now in this ban phase, I guess you could say.
Nope. Pretty normal.
For the defenders, we're probably going to see either a Kaid ban or Valkyrie. Yeah, there we go. There's a Valkyrie ban out. And it would be strange not to see the Kaid be banned, but maybe.
Mira. There's a lot of default bans, I guess you could say.
Yeah. You can even have, sometimes you might see a Goyo ban or an Echo ban, sometimes a bit more, or even a Jaeger ban sometimes.
Echo's a spicy one. No, Mira.
Default. There we go. Yeah.
I mean, actually, it's pretty interesting, considering the changes coming to Valk and Goyo. Goyo's pick rate is probably going to down quite a lot considering once the shield things. And the Valk thing with the outset camps, do you think it's going to affect her pick rate much? Because especially considering the information she gives inside the building, I can definitely see on some maps she's going to have less usage, like aggressive map like Coastline where there's a lot of outside information. But I still think she'll be a pretty solid op no matter. But we can see all of this stuff you're supposed to talk about in the intro, because usually in these kind of games we have like 20 minutes of waffle while we wait for the teams to get ready. But this time it was kind of a flip reverse situation where all the players are ready and we were just waiting on Discord to stop, having technical issues, internet problems, etc., etc. You know the deal. It wouldn't be Talent League if we didn't have any issues once in a while.
It wouldn't be any type of CG sport if we didn't have.
True.
Didn't have issues. Looking at this, Tachanka, Osa, they've been 6-picked too. That's rather fun.
Yeah, I mean, you can see that the defending side, they teased the Pulse, hoping to maybe try to bait them into a 6-pick of an IQ maybe. But, qvG, they were having none of it. They were like, you know what, if you want to bring a Pulse, be our guest, we'll just drone you from below. We'll just kill you. We have an Osa. We can just march it without giving any metaphorical word that I can't say on stream. Otherwise, it's a big bad. But, like you said, yeah, I will get beaten by Trippin. I don't want that to happen. I'm already being paid less than minimum wage at this point. We don't need to get anything more happening to me physically. But the Tachanka as well, being paired up with the smoke. Usually you bring a Tachanka or a smoke, and in this case they're bringing both. We can kind of already tell the hold that Machine Soldiers will be trying to execute, which is to waste as much time as possible, get it down to 30 seconds, and then just spam all of the utility until qvG all die.
Yeah, I really like this though. I think the large amount of area denial that you have right now, especially because you don't actually have any nitro cells on board at all, which means you are going to be relying on the smoke, on the Tachanka to be denying those plants, which means that, yeah, bringing both of them along, I think that's quite good. You can see the Osa shield being put to great effect here. But yeah, just going back to that previous point, I think that, yeah, bringing both of them along, because it means you can be a bit more lenient with how you use them as well. You don't need to wait until the very end of the round, because you do have 14 Shumika grenades. You do have the 3 smoke canisters as well.
Was that a wall bang? That was a wall bang. Beautiful yellow ping coming out from the Osa. Yeah, actually, good night.
Yeah.
Actually, good night. And you can see qvG, they've already aggressed really far into the building. They already have a lot of the map control. It's kind of set up the machine soldiers were going for to slow them down. Isn't really working out too well. They've lost his first player. They only had the mute downstairs, and I'm guessing he's probably gonna go upstairs or downstairs now that his friend has fallen. And I think downstairs is what has happened. Yeah, you can see him all the way down on this red stairs, seeing if maybe he can catch on the flank, maybe trying to do as much damage as possible before being traded out. But, you know, qvG, they've had a lot of the map control very early into this round. They can afford to be a bit slower now, finally get these picks, these vertical holes, see if they can maybe get another pick or two before trying to execute onto site.
Yeah, although they do have to make sure that they don't leave themselves too little time, because we've already had half the round gone. We're in a bit of a standstill for about a minute here. Just trying to clear some of this utility. As the magnets do get cleared away, hopefully the shield will be able to clear soon. There goes the grenade, and there comes the explosion. Shield is gone. The player has already gone up. I think a bit of a team damage there as Kex shoots just Pit
floor angle.
Up to the angle, yeah, floor angle. But as we mentioned, the Shumika launchers, they're being sent out. But lovely grenade from qvG. He's going to be taken down in a trade by Creed, and Creed gets a second. This vertical playing out really well, and here come the smoke canisters as well. 40 seconds left to go. It's still anyone's game inside a round.
That was quite a close one. Sorry, I just thought that Creed was going off on a big one there, but
yeah,
there's only 30 seconds left on the clock. The discount goes down. It's a 2v3 right now. Creed is on such low health. It's gonna be on Den to make this play, and he does manage to get that first pick, but now it's a 1v2. Just Pat and F2 both on such low HP. One bullet will kill them both. And look at this, F2, he's on site. He's gonna try to get the plant down, but Pat is playing outside, and if F2 isn't careful, he can get this planter, but Pat managed to get the last kill. I think I just confused F2 and Den's names there. My bad. I meant to say Den, but I think I said F2 because you get the point. So close. Pit, Pat. It's Pit. Sorry. Yes. Production's correcting me name. I think I had the same issue last time as well, where I got confused between Pit and Pat, and I called him Pat because that's what I assume, but it's Pit. You know, so it happens sometimes, but yeah. Solid round from qvG, almost throwing it a heroic effect from Creed's. As you know, vertical angles are very strong, but they do go two ways, and almost a downfall of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we do see the pulse coming through now. And from the attackers, no 6 pick. They're going to be sticking with that lineup. No Osa being brought along this time, though I don't really know how much success could be attributed to the Osa in that first round. I definitely think that she did have some quite good impact, especially I'm thinking on the on bikes down on that first floor. The entry engagements just really slowed down in that push, because the defenders couldn't really aggress because they knew they were just going to get peaked, so they had to sort of try and find different angles, and that's when Adrian was able to get wallbanged, unfortunately. Pit 4 kills in that first round, very, very impressive, and well, Machine Soldiers have just went quite up to the task, so they're going to be going to the trophy and statuary room now, try and get their first defensive round. qvG, they did pick Villa, and they're definitely looking very strong in it right now, especially as we have seen the meta shift towards these attackers, but Villa has been the map that has stayed defender-sided throughout pretty much the entire meta shift.
Yep, like you said, there's nothing much else to say. I mean, from one thing I know about qvG, from watching them in from the different seasons of Talent League and the Champion Series, that they're very good on their drone game. one of the hardest teams to go against because their drone play, roam against, because their drone play is so powerful. They have so much information, and if that play last round, you know what?
Never mind.
Just 1 second. Pit has been down and qvG has been taken care of. This aggression from Soldiers is paying off already. They got the 2 opening frags, but F2 finally refrags on to Dan. The pulse is down. No more pulse scanner, no more vertical information that he will give, but there's still a man disadvantage of qvG, and there's still a lot of time left. That happened basically instantly, where a bunch of kills just happened. But F2 is on low health, and I can get back to that point what I was trying to make before the round started heating up. Yeah, is I think I forgot what I was gonna say, but let me just say what I was gonna say after that.
You said they were good at droning.
Yes, they were very good at droning. Yes, but clearly that didn't really help them this round, did it?
No.
Yeah, but I'm just looking at a bunch of the old statistics, and just Pit, the player who got picked off, already going 4-1 in this game, got a 4K in that first round, I believe. He had a plus 14 differential in the last game that he played. He's definitely one to look out for if you want to be, watching some insane plays maybe once in a while. And oh my god, the shield, that's so annoying.
Yeah, the shield can be quite okay. Well then, I don't know if Adrian, that definitely got exposed. I think Adrian was about to prep the run out, but Kex was just aware. Proximate alarm will come through. Is shot out now. And 75 seconds left. qvG, they've kind of been halted a little bit. Some misguided aggression from Adrian, but it still hasn't really amounted to much. And there's long angles being watched from every direction. Machine Soldiers flashbangs do come through, forces GNX backwards. Even still, 1 minute left. They have to try and do something that's not just this one-dimensional take from the master bedroom, because that's not really going to help you. Actually, I think they've pushed in now. Yeah, the Yarn is dead, but Discount does take that kill. Goody falls down. Now man advantage back with Machine Soldiers, and they've only got about 40 seconds left to try and do something, but it just doesn't look possible. I'm going to be completely real with you here, Jack.
Yeah, they're looking at the time and the utility that Machine Soldiers still have left. They have all 3 smoke grenades. That's a disgusting shot by Discount. I was just saying all 3 smoke grenades, and Melusi's on the door, but it doesn't even matter as a trade comes out, and the round, which started off in a really heated fashion, ends up with the team who had the advantage then having the advantage now as they win that round. And a really solid answer back from MSE. They played it a bit slower in round 1, not really being as aggressive when the drones were coming in. And we saw like almost a complete opposite here, where once they start getting droning in, they just took those aggressive gunfights, won 2 of them. And then by the time they won 2 of them, qvG, they did answer back, they did refrag and make it even a 3v3, but at that moment, it was only around 50 seconds to a minute left. You have 45 seconds or 40 seconds of denial from the smoke, the Melusis to deal with, and of course the 3 actual players with guns in sight. So, it was a very difficult task that not many teams could do successfully, and unfortunately for qvG, they just couldn't do it either. So, good answer back, like I said, from MS, and they're going to go back to this Aviator site, which they lost.
Yeah. So, maybe they've spotted where they can go, or where they went wrong, where they can fix things. I do like that they did give it a 1-round buffer. I do tend to think that teams, when they run it back like straight away, it does not tend to go well. So at least they have got at least 1-round buffer. They've won a defensive round. So qvG, they're looking to repeat their success. Again, no Osa this time. We do see the Tachanka smoke combination being brought again. In fact, it looks like an almost identical... No, it is an identical lineup, in fact. So, Machine Soldiers definitely very confident in what they did. I think they were unlucky in the way a few gunfights turned out, so they think maybe on top of the high from that second round, they can maybe win a few more of those gunfights and take AVG.
I mean, just don't get wallbanged with a yellow ping, L. It's a pretty
much. Just don't get ratioed.
Just don't get ratioed. Just don't fall off, basically. In this game, no one in this day and age wants to ratios fall off. Yep. Well, they fall off. But in all seriousness, it does look like the whole. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna say there's gonna have less roamers downstairs, but the Melusi drops just back down exactly where she was playing in that first round. You know how it is with the caster's curse. You say something, the other thing will happen. Oh, but look at this Pit.
It's
getting
qvG are good at their droning. They get flanked immediately.
Yeah. I mean, let's just not jinx anything yet, but Pit, he has already made his way into Statue. And his teammates are, okay, they're not inside of deer, they're just outside on that wolf window. And a lot of map control has been awarded already. And with the Nomad in play, you don't really have to worry about that flank. And speaking of which, the yellow ping almost being treated as a kill. Thankfully, the window is open. The top, so the sound cue has been given to the Melusi, I believe, who is playing upstairs. So, but look at this, the timing, ooh, so unfortunate, qvG. I'm pretty sure the drone is going to spot the mute of Den, as Den goes for a few gunfights, misses a few shots, a bit of damage exchange, but the Finka, she can just heal up, and that drone, being such a nuisance, is basically stuck inside of this art room area. He's going to have to take a stand here, the drone giving that constant information ping. He's going to get flanked, and I think qvG, they're just going to wait for a few seconds. They're going to see if they can get a few more players there to maybe help out Den. But for the time being, he's just stuck there and not really doing anything.
Creeds takes a lot of damage as well. I think that was possibly from a grenade. Either way, it's all about wasting time now for Machine Soldiers. This count falls then with the refrag onto Goody downstairs, so he's wasting time and getting kills as well, all from that off-site position. Very well played. And that is, of course, Nomad off the board. I was not quite able to catch how many air jabs had been used, but definitely, hopefully, they at least use some. Either way, now it's 4 versus 4, and you're looking at the time, 30 seconds left. qvG, they just have to Hail Mary this into the bomb site. Smoke canisters start to come out. No Shmika launchers left, however, they've all been used up. The incendiary grenades, my bad, not be able to be used right now. But yeah, here come more Toxic Babes. Hit, he's going to have to go huge here on the 90 corridor. But he doesn't. Adrian takes that swing and takes that kill. Now, F2 and Hex both get down. It's qvG now 1 versus 4 essentially, and that's all he can do. Creed's with a kill there. And wow. That was a lot better, I think, from not I think, I know, because they won the round this time, but
True.
it was like you say, a lot better from Machine Soldiers this time. They became more of a nuisance, and I'm really liking this aggressive defense that we're seeing from Machine Soldiers, because it's really getting up in the faces of qvG, and they're not quite sure how to combat it right now. And that's the thing.
True, especially if you take that one play. I think there was one very round-winning play there, and that was from Den, who survived so long in art room, managed to get a kill, not get refract, and get back upstairs as well without being caught to help his teammates by staying inside study. I mean, qvG, once they figured out he was in art room, considering how they usually play, I would have expected 2 or 3 players to come collapse on him in like a few seconds. They might lose a player, but they've got the refrag, and thus they've got the man advantage. And in that situation, then they can sort of execute onto site without any distractions downstairs. And I think that was one of the biggest plays. And the other one, considering the let's just say the not the overuse, but the abundance of Finka lately, people always forget that as much as Finka helps you, there is one big downside of that, and that is when she inhales smokes from smoke grenades, it's twice as fast, or it's double damage, something close to that. You take a lot more damage when you're Finka boosted. So especially in those late round pushes, the smoke becomes even more powerful. And in that situation, you could see exactly that. qvG couldn't really push into sight because of the smoke grenade. He was Finka boosted up. He was stuck outside while his teammates were trying to push in. I'm not even sure if the enemies, or not enemies, qvG got down by guns or by the smoke grenade itself. You don't really get to see that part. But in the case itself, it did a lot of damage, and probably another one of those rounding plays. But round analysis aside, the next round has started, and Machine Soldiers have gone down to Kitchen as a tertiary site.
Yeah, definitely. They're sort of completing they are completing the full 3 site rotation. Wow, that took way too long to say, but either way, they're doing the full rotation here. It's maybe 1 round out of sync, but even still, they're just looking to complete this. If they win the tertiary site, that'll be very good. Adrian taking some early heat inside of the living room, but walk away unscathed. He's just looking at this mud window now. I think that's going to be goody out there. Flashbangs come in, but nothing will happen. Hit as well, trying to get some shots down, but again, no hits and no kills so far. There we go, Goody with that closeout, and there's Adrian falling about halfway into the round, and that's going to be the opening kill. So quite slow moving from qvG right now. They want to make sure that they know absolutely everything that's going on right now. qvG's just inside of the bicycle storage, which Okay. Well, I mean, if you have a defender in Memorial, they could easily just completely shut that down, but Discount is got this Overwatch right now. He's gonna play it safe. Oh,
No.
He just lets a little tap out there. His position might be known now. I don't think qvG are aware. This could be round ending right now. But no, Pit, he swings and wins that. Okay. 1 minute left to go now, and there's a heavy man advantage for qvG. 5 versus 3 heading into these last 50 seconds.
It seems to be a complete horizontal push coming out from qvG. No one seemed to go upstairs. They're just gonna focus on these vertical gunplays. Gonna probably get into that Memorial room, like you said, and that's the Iana clone, I'm guessing. Nope, just Iana walking in as Den picks up F2 elsewhere. And just gotta remember, Pit is very low on HP. Of course, he got healed by that Finka boost, and another one might come out soon as members of qvG are trying to execute onto side, kills flying out left and right. The kill feed is all blue, and it's all on poor old Denny. Upstairs without a clue in the world, gets that first pick onto Kex, but with 20 seconds left, 3 kills left to have, Diffuser goes down. This is do or die for him here. It doesn't look likely that he'll manage to do anything. Yellow things are coming out, and he does manage to down Pit. But guess what? Finka's still alive, so Pit, he's gonna get res back up. And just like that, that 1v2 became a 1v3 again. And Pit actually might have even more HP than he had when he got down, as Den goes for these gunfights and doesn't manage to win it. And that, you know, we saw a round before how Finka could potentially lose a round, and we saw basically the flip side of it, where the Finka just won between them. So yeah. Duality of Finka. Almost like she's a pretty balanced op.
For real? Balanced operators in Rainbow Six Siege? I do not believe it.
What?
Either way, yeah, like you say, Finka really helping the round there not for Machine Soldiers, for qvG. Did the opposite for Machine Soldiers, in fact, but that was a tertiary site. We do expect teams to lose that more often than not. So Machine Soldiers, they're still on track here for a 4-2 half, which is definitely it's definitely the standard defensive side. If they are able to get something going on the attacks, then it's very possible that they take Villa.
True, but I mean, they're going to Trophy again, and the last time we went to Trophy uncooked, it's there was a lot of aggression at the start. And I doubt that qvG is going to be giving those free picks to Machine Soldiers again, which makes me believe that this will be a completely different round. Will it be better or worse for them? You know, we're going to find out. But it's not going to be as easy as it was last time, let's just say. It's going to be like the first time we're watching this site. So, you know, fingers crossed that Machine Soldiers are able to still get that dub. I mean, they're running basically the exact same setup as before, the Pulse playing downstairs. And I think qvG will be smart enough to realize that and probably start countering it. I mean, they do have the nades. They have 6 pairs of nades. That is a lot of nades, and probably just about enough to kill a person downstairs. And you know, I'm just gonna excited to watch this. You know, the setup looks to be exactly the same. The shields on the bedroom, on the bed inside of the bedroom, and it seems to be the only thing that's different is the attackers are actually pushing out a different area. Yeah, they're not going for the take they did last time. They're gonna go from the south side of the map.
Yeah, just trying to get into study. Den taking some early damage, and qvG takes down Den and Adrian. Hello, welcome to the game, my friend. The Austrian playing the Finka there, just really ripping things up for Machine Soldiers as they are going to get torn into pieces by that LMG. Now, that's within the first 40 seconds. Jag, I will just, you know, point that out to you. This has been very quick. Discount as well, taking some very early damage. He's down to about 30 HP. They don't have a Thunderbird or a Doc, so that means no healing for the defenders, but that is healing for the attackers, like you mentioned. That is a Finka. Pit not quite able to get that kill onto, I think that was Creeds who swung there. Now, still, this round does look very favoured into qvG, and if these vertical nades can play off, then it would be even more in favour.
Oh, but look at this, the person playing below, it doesn't seem like Pit is aware, so I think it's Discount there, easy frag for him, and brings it back into a 4v3, and Creeds gets another refrag, and suddenly a 3v5 is turned back into a 3v3, and back into a close game. But Discount, like you said, he's on such low HP, it's going to be very difficult for him to stay alive and get kills, but, you know, we've seen him pop off on this UMP before. Remember that disgusting one tap he got the other time we played the site? You know, don't count him out just yet. But there's still some time for the attackers, a minute 10. They do have the flashes to burn these Mamai discs, so they're going to be able to get the shield open, but qvG, he picks up the Mamai of Naku, or Aknu, or Zanknu. I'm not sure. I'm just going to call him Mamai for now. You know, it's not worth getting that trouble. And Discount, he goes down. It's all on Creed.
Right now. Oh, never mind. I cursed it. My bad. Well, if Discount does get picked up, that will still be a kill for qvG, so that would at least give him 4 on the round. Creed's now, he's 1 versus 2, but like you mentioned, there is the diffuser on the ground, so he's just going to have to try and burn this out with those smoke grenades. All guns, Goody and F2 will have to be on him. This is very winnable, especially when you have the SMG-11 and the shotgun. Like this, it definitely is very winnable, especially when F2's not worked you wrong way, and the smoke grenade is able to take down that kill. Now Goody, he really is up against the world right now. Does he know that Discount is downed? I don't think he does. He must do now. There we go. He doesn't have the diffuser, Creed. He's just going to have to waste his time, and that's what he's looking to do. Goody, are you going to try and plant, my friend? Yes, he is. 5 seconds left. This could be all she wrote for qvG in this round, but the plant goes down. Creed, is he aware of the position? Goody's going to have to try and hold this angle, but he peeks slowly, and that's going to be the end of it. Creed, what an amazing clutch there. I don't believe it. What that was intense.
qvG being down, he did so much for his team that round. I think he got a 4K. And then he was the reason his team lost because Diffuser was dropped cold on top of red stairs. Ouch. There's another guy. Ouch. I mean, I think Discount as well, he wasn't dead, he was just down, and he could give that call of people coming into Deer as well. So Creed's just had to remember one angle after he killed qvG. And the Hibana was lit up to 1 HP through the wall, walking into the smoke grenade. That's so unfortunate, leaving the poor Goody all alone. It's just unfortunate, you know. It's a good clutch from Creed, playing off his utility very well. He made sure to use all of his smoke grenades before, you know, something drastic like he died happened. He made sure that everything... I mean, I would go so far to say he played it perfectly, you know? I don't think there's anything that anyone else would say that, oh, he could have done this better, or he could have done that better. He backed off, and Goody came to take the fight. He knew that there's only very limited plant spots that the sledge could be able to take, and he guessed correctly on the side of the door, and he got the kill.
Yeah. It was quite literally a perfect play. Well, we can go back to AVG. It's the 3rd time we're seeing this site inside of this defensive half. The Machine Soldiers. They've won it once, and they've lost it once. That was in round number 1. So, qvG, an unfortunate loss there in the last round. They're hoping to at least equalise it, but they could have been set for a 4-2 half on the attack on Villa. Unfortunately, they just let it get away from them. I don't know if qvG was even aware that he had the diffuser, but as soon as they were aware, oh hey, the diffuser's over here, it was already too late.
So winnable.
Like you said, he's just played that perfectly.
I mean, looking at the stats on the board right now, you can see our Pit is on 7 kills, Creed is on 8. These two are definitely leading the scenes in this lobby, let's just say, and qvG and Den both on 6 and 5, not too far away. You can definitely tell which kind of players here are trying to make the plays to help their team win in the round. And as we go into this very, very last round
another
in this
opening
half,
pick for qvG.
He's been that opening kill not every time, but almost every time, I want to say.
Yeah.
Unfortunate for him. I think he has a -3 first blood, which is not something you want to see, especially considering how well he can play, and he has played in this series so far. Unfortunate for him, and qvG have the man advantage at the start yet again, but uncooked. I mean, let me remind you of the previous round where, you know, qvG were up by 2 men, and guess who won the round? Not them.
No, it was in fact Machine Soldiers. I don't know. Don't know if you knew that. It's not like we spent probably a bit too long analysing that clutch there from Creed, but I mean it was
a good clutch.
It was a good clutch, but that's in the past now. qvG, he started off how he did in that previous round, but you know, even when it's just one player like that, can't really can't really say that much. Well, interesting from Den. Oh, Discount takes down Kex. What a beautiful kill there. I think that was possibly even a 1-tap on those main stairs. Pit now, he's all alone down here. Is he... Grenade does take down the shield, and F2 takes Discount down, so that's going to be that main player. qvG pushing up the main stairs, not quite able to get that kill with pre-fire, and Creeds equalizes it. Again, we're seeing his impact in full force right now. 1 minute left, and still waiting on the hill. qvG, he's probably going to be a bit reluctant to push until he gets some of more of his HP back.
Oh my god.
Never mind. There we go. Well, he's on a lower amount than before. See Shibikas and even the guns of machine soldiers take down more and more of the HP of this attacking side.
Yeah, you can just see the value of these Shimika launchers coming out when 2 smoke grenades are left in the pocket of Creed as these people start rushing into sight to kill them, and Tachanka goes huge but getting this first 2 kills, and it's all on Pit alone. He's been spectacular this half so far, but can he pull magic like Creeds did last round? Can he pull it back for his team to make a 3-3 split? He does have full HP, but he doesn't even manage to get that first kill. Tachanka, he gets that kill. And he wins that round. 4-2 split, exactly as you predicted.
Yeah, I mean, GNX said absolutely huge. Like,
GNX. Should I call him GNX? I'm gonna call him GNX.
I don't know. I switch between calling him Zaknu and GNX, but I don't actually know for sure.
Zaknu feels wrong. I feel like I'm mispronouncing it. Aknu, Anku, Ank.
I didn't. Uncooked? What?
GNX. Good night. Let's just call him Good Night. GN.
Right, maybe not.
Yeah, on second thought, yeah, probably not. As I don't want clips of this game circulating on Twitter and us getting a bad rep for calling someone. You know, he good night someone by accident. You know what? Let's just move on. So 4-2 split for machine soldiers. I think they'll be gladly taking that. I think a 3-3 split would have been more expected, but Creeds, like we said, that 1 round went huge and give them that 1 extra, or technically 2 extra round buffer because it's +1 -1, and now they have a bit of leeway to try to get these 2 round wins they need to get to match point. And already on Cook, we're seeing a difference in operators being brought. We're seeing a Flores and a Zero instead of the Nomad. And who else were they bringing? The Buck? I think the Buck, right?
Yeah, Buck. Yeah, also, I don't think we saw a Sledge all the time on qvG's attacking lineup.
I think
also, if we look over to the defensive roster as well, we have a Mozzie, we have an Oryx as well, but one thing that is remaining consistent is on this AVG site, Tachanka and Smoke both playing in tandem, which I absolutely love, by the way. I don't know if you've been able to tell, I'm living for this combination.
It's amazing.
Like, it's amazing. I don't think I've seen it before, so this is probably a post-SI innovation from the esports side of things. But either way, just downstairs roaming right now, drone work is coming through as well. qvG using that Ramadash to just take his HP down a little bit, maybe trying to get the surprise on someone, but Discount gets a surprise on him. Pit takes down Adrian in return, so it's still 4 versus 4, and Goody from the red stairs. What a rat he is. That's going to be Discount hitting the floor. Now, man advantage for qvG, and that's a minute gone right now. More drone work to happen, but you're down your Sledge and you're down your Thinker. All those grenades gone, all the HP gone. You still do have some explosive utility from the Flores, and you do still have some of those SAM cams, but it does not look good for machine soldiers right now. They're going to have to win this primarily with gun skill.
Yeah, and like you said,
which we know they
apart
have,
from the...
by the way.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the players' Creeds still alive, so you can never knock them off just yet.
Oh yeah,
but yeah. Like you said, they don't have any nades, which I think is the biggest problem right there. The 2 people who die were the 2 naders, so a lot of this utility that you might think they can still get because they have a Flower Stone. People can shoot the Flower Stone. They can't shoot the nade. So, especially the shield, for example, that's placed far back. This Jaeger playing behind it, he's going to be able to shoot the Flower Stone. So this shield's probably going to be up this entire time. And considering the time starting to tick down little by little, you can afford to start taking away these smoke grenades and these Shimika launchers, like you see happening right now. This combo of both of them, as you can see trades coming out as GNX takes off Pit, but Goody trades back almost instantly on to another player of Dan. Now it's a 2v3. The main attack, the only attack is coming up these main stairs. There's no one else anywhere else on this map, and the pre-fire is coming out of the walls. They can see do anything here. The Rotero drone is gonna go through, gonna open up a hole in the wall, provide another avenue to attack from. But you gotta be careful because that door is still open, and there's still someone playing by Skull, and that was a Jaeger. So if they're not careful, this player can just peek out and get another 3 kills, and that's exactly what he's aiming to do here. He's playing this almost perfectly. He's gonna swing out and catch the Flores on the timing, but doesn't manage to catch the second player. And now in a 1v2, 20 seconds left. It's all on GNX. What will he do? He picks up the diffuser, but he has to go for both kills. Look at the number of Shmika launchers left in Tachanka's pocket. This seems like an almost impossible task. He needs to find both of them.
No way.
One, but can he find 2? 10 seconds left. Pulls out the pistol. Goody clutches out that round, which was way closer than it should have been at the end. Oh my god.
I was legitimately worried for qvG right there, because seeing GNX get those 2 kills, that's not...
Shouldn't happen.
Shouldn't happen, no. I think,
happen.
I mean, that kill onto... my mind evades me. The player that was... No, not the Jaeger, the smoke. That was barely a pixel. Like, that was kind of ridiculous. That was a really nice kill. You can't really blame the smoke too much. Obviously, they did still die. It's still technically a positioning based kill, but you know, you can't. It's going to be a tilter definitely, but I would hope
they won the round.
That...
No tilt, no problems.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs
I suppose.
I wonder how low Tachanka was. I wasn't looking at the HP.
I didn't catch it either, to be fair.
Can someone... I'm gonna just load up the stream real quick on my second monitor, just to have a look-see, because as you know, we have a 3-minute delay to prevent any stream sniping, so it'll load around eventually, and I can give you an exact amount, because I'm sure none of you guys are looking at the HP, they're just looking at saying, no way this is happening right now. So I'm just gonna leave this running in on the background, and I'll let you know when that happens.
This is where you forget to check it. And then you look and it's like, oh, the round's finished.
10 seconds left before
Round's finished. But yeah, I mean, fair play, credit to GNX. He almost made an insane play, and that would have been a tilter for qvG, if anything. The difference between a 4 and 3 split and a 5 and 2 is 3 rounds. That's 3 rounds of extra space that Machine Soldiers could have used to try something new. And if you get another round, that's match point, and that's not somewhere you want to be if you're qvG.
Yeah. It's an interesting choice to go down to this kitchen site. It hasn't been successfully defended so far inside this match, so clearly qvG a bit more confident here than on Trophy. Again, it's interesting, especially because you consider, like you're saying about these big differences, there is a big difference between one team being up 5-3 and it being equal at 4-4. So round 8 is one of those very important rounds inside the game that can really swing the momentum one way or another. Goody though, he's taken a lot of heat inside the living room, just trying to evade all of these drones. The Rotero also comes in to try and force him out of a position. It's going to start to detonate. He's going to have to try and get out of that safe position, although he does manage to retreat successfully. Is he going to go back in? I think he is. No, he will just drop down that hatch. Safe as can be, and that's a minute wasted just by one player in an offside position. Brilliant.
Oh, I think the clip's coming up on stream right about now, so 20 seconds left, right? We know what happens, yada yada yada. GNX, he walks into sight, he jumps on the table, he gets that pick on to smoke, and oh, actually, Tachanka was not low at all, he was on full HP. Okay, never mind. It wasn't as close as I thought, but, you know, Tex, the first player to go down here, which I'm sorry that I was looking at the other screen, I didn't even notice this.
That was discount, they got my kills, by the way.
Discount.
Yes.
Nice discount. Bringing it up to even scoreline. Oh, Hit gets 1 on 10.
Hello.
He's there. He's trying to do it for his team, you know, realizing that last round is a bit too close for comfort there. He's the first player to almost hit double digits, apart from Creeds on the other team. It's going to be based between these two players, and they're both very capable of doing it in this round itself. And actually, Creeds, he might get it just there, but it doesn't look like Pit's going to peek out any extra than he needs to, which is a good skill, you know, to good discipline. But elsewhere on the map, a bunch of control is being taken by qvG. They're trying to set up for this kitchen execute. They're trying to get drones into the laundry, but that mute jammer is being a nuisance still. And the Pulse, he's not on his scanner now, but he can get on it at any time and provide more information about vertical play, which there is none, and that is still valuable information. There's no one playing upstairs. No one's going to try vertical lines. So the person playing upstairs can maybe get back down, but look at this flurry of trades coming out as Adrian and Discount pick up one apiece as F2 picks up one and Discount going huge into side, and now technically it's a 1v1 as GNX has been down. Does Discount know? Does F2 know? But it doesn't even matter because Discount, he's just holding Shift W, he walks out, he gets 1, he gets 2, runs to the corridor, gets 3.
Oh, that's such unlucky timing.
Yeah, he was definitely not expecting. I mean, I wasn't expecting Discount to do that. He just went huge. Was that an ace almost? He got the first kill, second, third. No, that was a 4K. I don't catch her. It was 4. It was 4. Okay,
yeah.
Thank you, production. That was 4. Unexpected. He walks to the side, gets 4. Yeah.
Okay, as one does.
Sometimes just send it. You know. If it works,
yeah, that's true. Interesting decision to just sprint away and turn at the end. Like, I feel like it would have been a much safer position inside of the stairs where they already were, but instead they decided to peek out, and just as they look away is when Discount comes around the corner, and you know, when you're sprinting and look in the other direction, it's a bit difficult to try and get those flicks, especially when you do have a player as skilled as Discount shooting at you. He's unlikely to whiff that many shots for you to be able to do that, so yeah,
and I think we also have to consider that we knew that GNX was down, but did qvG know that GNX was down? Of course, points are obviously off, and it wouldn't have mattered because I think in one of the newer updates of this game, when you down someone, you don't get points anyways. So, regardless of that fact, we don't even know that if qvG knew that, as confusing as that sounds, we didn't know that qvG knew that GNX was down. So, as far as they knew, or as far as F2 knew he was in that clutch, it could have still been a 1v2, and in that position, maybe he's trying to go upstairs, get a pick vertically on someone planting, and then maybe come back down. There's a lot of different ways he could have thought it out if he didn't think it was a 1v1, or maybe he did know it's a 1v1 and decided to make a play that just didn't work. Regardless of the fact, what is the fact is that qvG lost the round, Machine Soldiers won, a nice beautiful 4K coming up from Discount, really helping his team out in that round, which honestly went really fast. I didn't even have time to analyze what was happening, but they're going upstairs to trophy for the first time.
Yes, this is the first time that we're seeing qvG defend trophy, and well, I definitely think it was interesting to see them trying to defend Kitchen first. If that meant they weren't as confident on trophy as they were in Kitchen, then looks like they might be in trouble. But surely they picked Villa. They must have at least some sort of strategy for one of the most popular sites on this map. You would think so, wouldn't you?
True. I mean, we also have a few stats here. So this is from the actual season of Talent League, Season 6. It wasn't Champion Series, so the meta obviously could have changed quite a lot. But the last time these two teams played on Villa, it was a 7-5 win to qvG. And funny enough, it was actually the Machine Soldiers who picked the map, not qvG. So it's kind of a reverse here. Maybe qvG picked Villa and MS turned out to win the game. But, you know, qvG gets a nitro there from below. Pulse value. Pulse value,
yeah, absolutely. That's going to be the thinker off the board. So grenades gone, healing gone, and gone 6 gone. No pun intended. I just realised that after the fact, so I'm gonna cry real quick. Don't mind me. Either way, yeah, man advantage for qvG right now, but I feel like one of the trends we've been seeing is they're getting a bit overly aggressive when they have this man advantage, putting themselves in sort of dangerous positions, and allows Machine Soldiers to just capitalise on that right now. Matt not quite getting that kill, but Den, he's taken a lot of damage through those not quite rotation holes here. The feet holes, yes, the sight lines there from the Tachanka. And Kex, oh, what a lovely kill with the DMR. Will he get a second? No, GNX swings in and just is able to get that. And that's going to be the first kill going the way of Machine Soldiers. And there's F2 with a kill, then immediately trades it out. Now it's just Discount and then Sledge and Ace to try and get the remaining 3 qvG players. It's definitely possible, especially when you have these 2 players on the board. But you also have 3 players who are equally as experienced. Look at the kills there, right there, and there's going to be the 10th for Pitts, but no more. So he's going to get taken down by the Ace of Den, but the angle not quite there, and it's actually qvG to get that kill instead from the bedroom.
Oh, okay. I thought the Frost was shooting, and I thought the Frost. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah. I was a bit confused, but it's okay.
I would be as well if that was the case. Either way, successful defense for qvG. They are probably going to go back to AVG right now, and as indeed that looks like what they're planning to do. So Gonna have to try and equalize here, because otherwise Machine Soldiers, they'll be on match point. And that's never ideal, especially on your map pick. You want to be ahead.
True. And
you want to win.
It's true, you do want to win. Yeah, that's the point of the
Just
game.
win Omega Long, full head.
True. Just hit the head. Win your ones. As long as you win your ones, you don't even need to use utility in this game. Like, bruh. I mean, joke aside, I do want to point out, unfortunately, Adrian, he's not really having the best of games. I think he's been the opening frag 6 of the rounds you've played in. Too many times. 5 rounds. He's been the opening round 5 rounds. He's not had the best of games. You know, his finger boost as well as his nades been taken off almost instantly. He's somewhat, which it's not really ideal considering that he wants to be alive longer because he gets more value the longer he's alive because his teammates get into gunfights and then he heals them, then he can nade, he has to go on 6, and then blah, blah. You get the gist. We've all seen Finkan play for a while now. We know what she's capable of. So the fact that she's been the one being picked off earliest is not the most ideal. I mean, I guess he's the one who's entering for his team. I guess who else would be there? Discount. So it's not really unfortunate. He's just not winning his gunfights today, unfortunately. Maybe that first round yellow ping really tilted him to the next century. But
yeah,
speculation. Don't take into fact, and that's most likely a joke. I'm assuming players at this level, they don't even get tilted by yellow pings. It's like, oh, yellow ping kill, it happens, whatever. You move on. It is what it is.
Another player to point out though is Creed. We've seen him be on 9 kills since the Machine Soldiers defending half. I don't know if he's actually gotten an attacking round kill right now.
I don't believe so.
It's a shame because we've seen him do so well, and to see this sort of retreat from the form that he's been on so far is quite upsetting. Obviously, we've seen Den and Discount and even GNX to an extent sort of picking up the slack in his weight. You do want to see Creed's doing a lot more because he was on 9 kills for so long. Like, you want to see him reach those double digits. Grenade comes through, but Pit will not be taken down. That was very close though. Especially if you're a Jaeger that gets killed by a grenade, that's just like the ultimate BM at that point, I feel like.
Omega lol moment. Actually. But like you say, the kill counter on this, I mean, if you look on the side of Machine Soldiers, there's actually all 4 of the players are on the verge of hitting that 10 kills. Den and GNX just 2 kills behind, and Kreese and Discount 1 kill behind. So it's a pretty even effort from the side of Machine Soldiers so far. Maybe not on attack, as like you said, Den and Discount have been those really kind of attacking forces to get those frags. But in general, the team seems to be pretty well around. I mean, apart from Adrian, he's just not having a good game. But look at your Creed, the wall bang onto Pick. That is your top fragger and your Jaeger gone. Now, that is not something you want to see. And speaking of 10 kills, Creed, welcome to the board. And
we said we wanted to see Creed get a kill, I guess. Well, he's done it.
Caster Bless? Caster Bless moment?
Caster What?
That's over. What?
It is really rare. I feel blessed to be a part of that. Oh, Kex. What a nice kill onto Den. More shots come through onto the shield, but Discount, he's not having any of it. Takes down qvG. And now it's man advantage for Machine Soldiers. This could be them on map point. Adrian, though, he's still looking to try and get his first kill in a while. Now be pushing onto 90, but Kex, he's just better. 6 and 9, that's a nice ratio right there. Now 3-3, it is equal. Creed, he's going to pick up the diffuser, but 35 seconds left to go. qvG, they can just hold on. They don't need to get aggressive here, but already it looks like that's what they're doing anyway.
Yep, the smoke is still alive, which means that the 30 seconds left, or the 25 seconds left, is not going to be enough to stick a plant. You need to kill him, and that's exactly what happened. There's Nomad Trap. It's going to be so good for watching this flank. You know someone's there. The Nomad Trap, like you said, is going to make sure that he can't do anything, and he's forced to retreat back into sight from the other's angle. And Kex, he's gonna actually try to pick up Goody here. The nade coming out actually might kill him. And ooh, Kex with a nasty shot you hit there, but that leaves you on such low HP. And GNX, he's been winning those gunfights today, all onto Goody. He got res from the depths. The Rotero drone coming out. He's gonna get spotted out eventually. That's so close. He needs to be careful. He doesn't die to it, but there's only 20 seconds left on the diffuser timer. He only has realistically around 7 seconds left to kill these enemies. And guess what? The timer is ticking down. Both attackers are playing so far away from the diffuser. They can't really do anything. Goody, he tries his best, but his best is not enough for that really nice crossfire setup.
Yeah. It's a shame.
It truly is.
Now,
I mean, Kex?
Yeah, Goody and Kex, they've been doing really well, actually. It's just a shame they're being put into these unfavorable positions. Obviously, I mean, we saw that. What a flick from Kex just before
Very nice shot.
his death there. It did,
Valiant
like
effort.
you say, get him very low, and that didn't help when he was already spotted out by the drones. Machine Soldiers, they do not look like they're being challenged that much here on Villa. The interesting thing is when, for the most part, when a team wins a round, it's very decisive. We have seen a couple close rounds, but for the most part, when a team wins, they win well. Which means these two teams, they're still even, but Machine Soldiers are just getting that edge right now.
True.
They're just a bit more awake, a bit more turned on.
Yeah, just like you said, I mean, both teams have had almost plays, I think, again, you can go back to that F2 versus Discount 1v1 clutch, and you would be looking at a 5-5, or maybe if you go back to the Creed 1v3, this would also be a 5-5. So it has been a relatively close game. A few players really showing up above the rest here, trying to make sure they're keeping themselves and their team in it. It's just that the clutches are being won by Machine Soldiers today, and that's hurting qvG. And, I mean, also, it doesn't really help when your top fragger gets picked off window wallbang in the first 45 seconds of the round, does it?
Locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Well,
yeah. So it is.
Look at how many players are on double-digit kills right now. You have Pit on 10, you have Creed on 10, you have GNX on 10, you have Discount on 11.
I mean, we could realistically see another, technically, we could see Kex, Googie, and Den all hit 10,
Yeah.
If it goes to OT, we can see a lot more kills, but realistically speaking, qvG, it's do or die, and after that tactical timeout they just took, they decided to bring a very, very aggressive offset of operators, a Thunderbird and a Legion being swapped in. When these two, you know what happens when these two operators are brought. They play aggressive. They try to take a lot of these gunfights, and the Thunderbird Finka Spear 0. Is it a .308 or 3. It's the 308 something. It's a Finka AR. You know the one that's really good, and that's the one that's being used. And I think this is the first C4 being brought on the side of qvG when they've defended AV actually as well on the side of that Thunderbird, which we'll get to see if it really helps or not. But we can already see the first biggest change, and that is that they're deciding to hold this trophy room. The 3 reinforcements have come out. There's probably going to be some ADSs and some Thunderbird discs? No, Kona stations. That's the word, Kona stations. But if there was anything on that trophy doorway, it is gone. And speaking of gone, Adrian is gone yet again. 6th time he has died to a previous nitro. That is unfortunate. Googie, just a bit better. And speaking of just a bit better, Kex on the pre-fire, just a bit better than Discount. Nothing else Discount could have done. Go back to the dollar store because there are no discounts there.
Loading new mag.
Yeah, that wasn't a reaction to the shot, that was a reaction to, the bars you just spit. You should seriously consider, a rap album or something. Freestyle rap is definitely your next career move, I feel like, Jagger. Anyway.
I'll keep that one in mind. Gotta take down the notes. Alright.
Nice. There we go.
Thank you.
That was definitely what you were actually typing and not just random keyboard spam.
It wasn't definitely semicolon LG, FJ, SDF, semicolon OPG, DFJG. You get...
That would be crazy. That doesn't sound like something.
Nah, sure.
Anyway, before we get a bit distracted discussing future career moves, still some more drone work, more intel being gathered right now. Kex, he's just been spotted out inside of this the top main area. Shots will come through from the study window. Nothing will happen. Pit, he might look to get a swing here, or at least get a little bit aggressive. And as he does, there's the swing, there's Diffuser down, and that's Den taking a sandwich of lead bullets. And he's going to go another aggressive swing. GNX not quite being found out, and actually it's Creed from all the way down on the landing to get that kill. But they still need to be wary of Kex. He's not quite able to get that kill. Goes for the repeat. But again, nothing happens. 40 seconds left now with these last two attackers. They are looking very desperate. There's Goody taking that fight. Now it's just Creed. He's going to get another one in the 1v4 to take it down to 3 enemy players. But he's playing against a Smoke and a Malusi and a Thunderbird. Especially the players that you have. F2, Kex, and qvG. But it doesn't matter because Kex is the one to swing down 90 and get that kill. We're going to all 12. We might. That's in underlined bold.
Don't need to jinx
We're
anything.
seeing overtime.
We don't need to. We don't need to do a little bit of jinxing, but
we do a large amount of jinxing.
We do a large amount of jinxing, and honestly, I'm surprised that Nomad. I felt like the Nomad got headshot. I'm surprised. I mean, I keep saying I'm surprised because I was just like, that's not headshot. Okay, but anyway, siege mechanics. She probably hit their arm or something. Yeah, but what I was going to say before I waffled on and forgot is that Kex on this Melusi MP5, he is not missing any shots. He's not messing around.
He's insane.
He wants these kills. He's
cracked, bro.
11 kills. He's come back. He's had a resurgent from I think 5 and 9 from the start of this half all the way to 11. He's not ready to give up this map, and he's gonna have to go huge this round. Him and Pit, these are the two players you're gonna be looking out for in this round to make sure that they go all the way into that OT. So, just make sure they get it. Support them as teammates. F2 and Adrian, these two players haven't really been top fragging, but they can still help other ways, like doing support things, which is exactly what they're going to be doing. Yeah. But, let's put a pin in that. I think I've waffled on and trolled long enough. GNX is actually swapping to a Lion, and, a Lion is a very aggressive pick. Yeah, it's a very aggressive pick, and I think it's more of a counter because if qvG decided to play those kind of operators they played last round, I can see a Lion being much more helpful because a lot of these defending operators are going to be caught out in very bad positions once Lions scan. So a lot of them become, I'm not going to say freebies, but easier kills to obtain, especially once you start getting those crossfires down.
Yeah, the position of the defenders inside of that kitchen is known as well. Drone just on the cabinet, not being caught out by qvG, which means that GNX, he's going to look to get some of maybe a freebie at the start of the round. However, does not look like it will happen. Fairly quick entry, and there's Adrian. He's getting the entry kill this time instead of being the entry death. So he's on the other side of that scoreboard for once. That's going to be Kex going down. He went huge last round. He was instrumental to the success of qvG inside of round 11. He won't be able to help anymore apart from be on the cameras for round 12. Guji, he's getting some early pressure from all the way through those long angles, through the kitchen, even onto the window, I think. It's not going to matter. Pit as well downstairs, a fairly heavy roam presence, and that hasn't worked out well for Kex so far. It might not work out for the rest of qvG either, but F2 from above, like a hawk stalking his prey, is able to take down the sledge. That's Discount going down, one of your top performers for Machine Soldiers. And that's also, like we say, Grenades gone. Creeds as well falling to Guji. Again, another top performer going down. You obviously can't count out GNX and Den. We've seen what they can do before, but man advantage now in the hands of qvG with half of the round left to go.
Well, a very unorthodox round because all the players who have gotten kills are the ones who aren't really fragging out this game. Apart from Googie, who has finally passed that 10 kill barrier. Congratulations. Adrian, F2, the players going down are the ones usually who are alive to the end, which is Discount, Creeds, Kex. It's a very flipped up round from what we've used to been seeing, and maybe this will give these other players who have been dying a lot at the start a bit more of a chance to shine, and that's exactly what we're hoping to see, as Goody is going to try to swing out onto Adrian here, it seems. They're going to be coming to contact with each other any millisecond now, but it does look like he was backing off Goody, and the ace charge being expended from bathroom door on to this deer statue side. He's going to be opening a hole in that wall, and actually does manage to find Googie as F2 picks up elsewhere.
Gucci, what?
Adrian, Gucci, you're not allowed to do that. Stop that now. But
pending clutch for Adrian. He has the intel though. There's a free kill onto Pit. It's now 1 versus 3. As Goody is picked up for another grenade coming through. Gucci is downed. This might be doable. He has not been performing very well this game, but if he clutches this out to take the map, then that's all that matters. However, he's only got 15 seconds left. He doesn't even have the diffuser. A flick onto 1. Now it's just Goody that stands in the way. Is he able to take down the player? This is going to be falling back. There's 5 seconds. He's got no time. He's not aware, and that's going to be Goody. No. He runs away. He saves it. And that was very, very close. Far too close for comfort, but
he's not aware. He's so lost. No, I'm
perfectly played there, realistically, by by, I think that was Goody in the end there, just to run away and not get too aggressive, because we have seen that be a pitfall of qvG before. They have been too aggressive in these situations where realistically they may have been able to take a bit of a slower pace and take some of those rounds, which means, if Creeds didn't get that clutch, this map would be over right now. That's where we are right now.
That's how close it's been. And I feel like, I mean, that was a nice clutch from Goody. It was almost a nice attempt from Adrian. I don't think he realized he downed that Thunderbird. If he did, I think we were looking at a very, very different different kind of style you would have got. I think you'd have been more aggressive onto the last player, because I'm assuming that he thought there's two of them were still alive and they would be holding a crossfire. So he was playing a bit slower, but unfortunately for him, there was only one alive, and he was all the way back on Astro stairs once he realized it was a 1v1, because he knows the diffuser's job, a cold inside of Astro. He knows the time is ticking down, and he knows Adrian doesn't know that the Thunderbird was down. So he played it perfectly, very smart, and wins the round for his team.
Yeah. And now we're headed to overtime, and qvG, they have the advantage here, starting on the defense. We have seen the defenders pick up 2/3 of the rounds so far, 8 in total. So you would say qvG, they have an advantage, but also we have seen attacking rounds go very easily in the favor of the team that is attacking. So realistically, it's anyone's game right now, which is you love to see it, but also it's tense and it's scary, and I'm about to move myself.
I'm pretty sure that would have been an ace from Adrian, by the way, if he won that round.
I think
that would have been insane.
Yes,
from 0 to hero. Clips of the week. But speaking of clips of the week, qvG picks up Discount yet again. Discount, I think, has been the opening pick now 2 rounds in a row. Not something that he wants to be, considering how well he's been playing for his team so far. But Pit, he might have been zoned out, but he might not have been. It doesn't look like he was, as the nade was just above. And if he swings out, guess what? You're gonna get 1 free kill on the Hibana or the Finka. But never mind. Finka, Hibana, same person really. Adrian, yet another kill. Suddenly he's on 8 and 10, and
he was 3 and 10.
He was 3 and 10 last round. Just facts, by the way. So he's had a major glow up, let's just say, in these 2 rounds. Confidence is back. He's ready to go, and now it looks like we're finally going to see a full power machine soldiers fight. And fight they will, as they do pick off that top, not top fragger anymore. That was qvG, but they do pick off one of their top players inside of Pit.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we've got half the round to go, but it is an equal man count so far, which means it's still technically anyone's round. But looking at things, you would tend to say it still rests in the favour of qvG. Obviously, maybe not anymore, as Hex goes down but not out. He's in that ended state. He can be picked back up, but it does not look likely. Oh, Adrian, what a lovely kill there. And that's going to be another kill. That's GNX even taking that one down. Now it's just Hex and F2 to try and hold on. Salma's breaching that study wall onto the bar as well, which means that there's even more pressure from even more angles, and qvG, maybe they have just tripped to the final hurdle, and Den, he's aware of that kill. Now it's just Hex 1 versus 4, takes down Den, but is not able to find any more, as Creeds from the other side of the site takes him down. And now match point again for Machine Soldiers, and now they head to the favoured side inside this matchup, which is not great, considering, like we've been saying, it's qvG's map pick.
True, and props to Adrian for having come back so hard. I think he's almost positive now. So of course, from 3 to 10, I think he is on 9 and 10 at the moment. He might be even 10 and 10. I guess we'll find out as we go into this next round. But he's on 9 and 10 right now. He's really close. He's on the cusp of going back. All right, he's on the cusp to make the great comeback from the abyss. Some would say, but qvG, when they took that tactical timeout, they brought a more aggressive lineup. They brought a Legion and they brought a Thunderbird last round, and they brought basically the exact same lineups. I don't know about the setup because I was not paying as much close attention, but I'm gonna assume it was something probably similar to what they did the other round. But guess what? MS, they didn't do the same kind of attack. They didn't push Master bedroom. They decided to do a vertical take. So they went downstairs. They got on main stairs. They opened up some holes, I'm guessing. They went up through study, They went up through landing as well. I'm not really sure exactly where the pressure was coming in from. I don't think they applied any pressure on 90, as far as I can tell. But all you need to know is that machine soldiers' guns went brrr and qvG lost around.
Yeah.
Well, technically the machine guns did go brrr because the pink LMG, but yeah. Good analogy.
Yeah, I suppose.
10 seconds to
Yeah,
insertion.
either way, you're seeing a bit of return to form. Chanka and Smoke being brought for this site. We've been saying combination. Actually, this is the lineup we saw in the first two defenses Machine Soldiers did of this site. Not too sure if it was the third as well, but yeah, so they're going back to their roots here for this one. qvG, they're going to have to try and be careful here because obviously this is going to be weighing on their mind. They're going to be heading to their opponent's map pick of Chalet next after possibly this round, maybe after the next round if they're able to win this. So it's tense because you know that you have a bit of a mountain to climb. I don't know how confident qvG will be on Chalet. They definitely seem to be confident on Villa, which is why they picked it. So for Machine Soldiers to come out here and not really school them, but certainly run amok around them and really just disrupt them could be massive for this series right now.
I mean, just to talk a bit about the next potential map, which is going to be Chalet. qvG in this Titan series, they've banned Chalet twice. I think both maps are almost... Yeah, both times they've banned Chalet. So in both the games that they've played so far, they've banned Chalet. So it's going to be completely new. Are they saving strats on it? I'm guessing they're saving strats on it, right? There's no reason why they would let it go through at this next semifinals. So hopefully we're going to be able to see much more. But like you said, the map isn't over just yet, even though they're at the brink, because qvG, he's still alive, he's still kicking, and then he is no longer kicking as he has fallen.
Yeah, half the round now left to go. Adrian, he's going to get aggressive down the red corridor, but nothing will come of it as it's just going to have to rotate and retreat back up those main stairs. More pre-fires down to 90. He's definitely got ants in his pants right now. He's going to try and control himself because we've seen this aggression be the downfall of defending teams before when it's being a bit careless, and right now Adrian is certainly in danger of that, but he's holding back a little bit. Pit actually taking a whole bunch of damage. I think that was from those Chimika grenades, and that's not ideal. That's your Yana, your entry fragger, being down to such low HP. Adrian, though, he will fall. F2 picks up that kill on the Habana. Type 89 goes Burt down that 90 corridor, and now it's tense. Discount, he's able to take down Kex, but qvG, he's got another. That's Discount falling, and it's just Creeds and GNX. Where have we seen a 4v2 for the attackers before in this overtime, Jagger? I think it may have been the last round. qvG, he's on for more. He might be able to get 15 kills in this, but Pit, he takes down Creeds, and Zaknu, he swings, but there it is. qvG's 15th inside the round, and speaking of 15, that's the round number we're headed to. The final one on Villa, and it's going to be qvG defending. And where will they go? Possibly AVG, possibly Trophy. It's hard to tell.
Possibly a third site? Possibly something we've never seen before.
Living Library, please. Oh, they're going dining.
Dining. Well,
Didn't they
the last time...
dining?
Yeah, if my notes are correct here, which I hope they are, last time I went dining, it was Discount to just completely run through the site like he was at a market with the milk on discount at $3.99, which doesn't really make sense, but if you get the reference to that one person in chat, you know, I love you, because that is quite a weird reference, and I'm not sure any of you would get it except for if you watched the exact same movie at the exact same... Okay, you know what? Weird and bad references aside, we're going to be looking at a round 15 down to kitchen. And, you know, as much as I want Discount to run into side again and get a 4K, I doubt that's going to happen. So we're going to see, hopefully, a more methodical take. And something that we haven't seen from Machine Soldiers at all on the attack was, I'm pretty sure, any kind of vertical play. I'm sorry if I'm wrong here, because I have goldfish memory, and I think everyone who knows me can attest to this, but I don't remember seeing them try to take any kind of vertical control at all. They were obviously been pretty horizontal in their pushes. Yeah, they've been pushing up staircases. Yeah, they have been nading through the floor, but they haven't tried to open up any kind of angles. And if there is any site where you want to be trying to open up these angles, it is onto kitchen from above with the sledge you have on this round 15. It's do or die, but it matters the most. Discount. It's all on you, buddy.
Yeah, I think we haven't really been seeing much vertical play from either team on their attacks. throughout this game. Granted, we have only seen
I think round one there was vertical play, right, from qvG when they were running the buck, and I don't recall seeing anything after that.
Yeah, that's, I think, possibly the only example, but either way, you are, like you say, you're going to be looking to see some of that come in because it could be extremely pivotal for these attackers. There is a reason why the dining kitchen is usually a tertiary site for these teams. It is because that vertical is just so important and so difficult to hold on to. Look, we just have Pit up here. He is... To say he's frantic would be an understatement, I feel like.
Well, you know Pit, he can do Pit things. Even with no utility expended upstairs to help him, he can still pop off and go on a nice 3 to 4k if he's then left alone. But speaking of which, you can see here Adrian, he's getting awfully close to trying to get this first pick here. He's been drawn out into library. He's going to try to aggress more into this defender-occupied territory. This Gone 6 being occupied by the Romitis. He's going to have to expend one single name to get rid of that Melusi charge, as he's going to walk into living room completely unattested. Is he aware of the person playing outside of Mudroom? He's so close to seeing him. He's right behind the wall. Either of these players swing, that's a free kill. And I don't think Adrian is even aware of that. He's not been paying attention. He needed a 90 corridor, and the drone is going to come out, and he's going to be spotted, and now he's in a really bad position, because guess what? You know who's holding that cross? Adrian. And you know what gun he has? The LMG. And you know what he has in his pocket? Not a nade. But he does win that gunfight like predicted. Goody. So good with his gunfights this game so far. Not enough for that one, and he falls to the gun of Adrian. Going back on his drone, Adrian, he's going to try to find any more players playing by the side. But guess what? Pit upstairs, he's going to be holding these kind of angles outside of that door. He needs to be careful because, you know, one pick from Pit could really spiral this machine soldier's take out of control.
Yeah, Dan as well. He's going to be looking for his 10th kills. Does drop the diffuser inside of inside that living room, maybe hoping that another teammate will go and pick it up, but no one's really nearby for now. Looks like GNX might be closest, but actually Creed can pick that up. 40 seconds left to go. Still very possible for qvG to win this, just based on the time alone. I don't know if they're completely aware that the attackers have made their way inside to that storage. In fact, Hex, he's just going to swing out, takes down one, and it's a flurry of blue in the kill feed, as now it's 1 versus 3 for discount. He's going to have to try and get more kills walking through, but it won't happen. That's going to be 17 kills, I think, for qvG, as he closes out the map in tremendous fashion for qvG, but oh my god, was that close.
Wow. I mean, I didn't see it, but I could feel it. All that information that Pulse was feeding from Laundry, all that information about the 2 players inside of Bike, the 1 person inside of Living Room, and qvG at the end, they all snapped like a hungry crocodile, like a hungry alligator. They all peaked together. They all got those kills. The C4, the gun from Kex, they peaked at the perfect time, and unfortunately for Machine Soldiers, they were not able to make it out of that mode. The crocodile ate them up. That is qvG, and that is that. And analogies aside, we're going to be going on a quick 10-minute break before I waffle on for any longer, because I am very prone to do that. So we're going to take a quick 10-minute break, and then we'll be back to Chalet.
Sneak down here in Classical Hall. He is probably going to come into contact with the first player, which
wow.
He grabs
Then he's close, though. Then he's close.
Is right to his right, and I swear to God, if Critical ends up winning this,
no way, what?
It's a 2v1 clash from Critical, and you got to be joking me. He first.
No, see, Monty's actually a really good operator. If you are good at playing Monty, he is a very effective operator. If you're not a kill-hungry operator, Monty is a very good one to play. And he's going to just getting straight in and sticking that plant down in the first 30 seconds. And I'm not sure that Humble have actually even cottoned on that's what happened. Plant is back, but not too far back. Lion is going to stop defenders from moving. I don't see the defense winning this at all. 5 versus 2, 5 versus 1, 5 versus 0.
Because they give away the other Gemini code. He's going to walk himself over that window, trying to distract him a little bit. 50% damage left to him, and he managed to get 1 kill with his pistol. He go for the second. He's so close, and the discount gets 2 kills somehow, but finally Andrea manages to pick off someone else, and someone like discount
pistol ace.
He's in the main lobby. He's in the lobby. Does he manage to get another one? Almost gets Alekis as well.
Later, there's another kill going street away. Phil is going to do a big rotate from kitchen into the hallway, grabbing discount in the process. Freeze is actually picked up again by Split. They knew he was there, and they still can't kill him behind this wall area, behind this wall. Usually where the mirror would go if she was there. Split is able to get Coxie, and he gets another. That is crazy.
Very quickly as we can hear utility being placed. Hatch is getting opened, walls getting opened up, but a cheeky flank here from Aruni is going to manage to drop Adrian, and that is a very important. He's not necessarily going to get any more picks from it, but he is going to make the attackers think twice, or at least you think it would make the attackers think twice. But the plant is going down, but it's going to get stopped. Fantastic play from Alex, who comes in clutch with the triple kill. He's just got to defuse it down.
That was fair because look, both Den and Discount, they're very low on HP, but he does get spotted out as he shoots the drone. Discount is going to start going for that plant. It's all on Den to make sure that Alex has managed to kill him, as Den loses the shot. Alex gets that first kill, and Alex with the second kill, he manages to get an ace clutch for his team.
Take top floor control now, but as I say, we have a little refrag and bloodbath in the.
They have the smoke, they have the mute. The mute does have a nitro, so the smoke does have 2 grenade cannons on such low HP, but there goes a kill in RH's favor. He's playing so well in this map, but he's not playing good enough. Ducky, and Ducky does get the kill, the very last kill with smoke and to clutch out the
Really tough, but I do agree Smoke is that operator where you want someone that does not crack under pressure and possibly get things back into their favor. And RH gets a nice little cheeky kill to that window on Blue Bar, and bloodbaths are ensuing. That was another.
Run-in is actually going to prevent it from the chip. He does run Echo out. I think he does do a little bit of chip damage. RH, well, now he's taking the position of falling, has gotten a kill introduction. It's a good round from RH.
They're gonna hold the hallway down. They're gonna hold the rotate down. There's the rotate, and he's gonna swing in, but oh goody, hello. Why would you swing it like that? Now it's a 2v1. There is now has to be no cover from the plant. It's just swinging, and now they're gonna chaotic. How do you win that?
Oh! Might see it again. He does Blakey, but nothing's landing on it.
Good night. DRX strikes through. It takes down F2 off the smoke. He is down. I don't think he'll get revived. So Ruby though, the double kill onto the Vine. Now salvage episode Ruby to find some sort of miracle now. Chaotic sneak attack. If they are missing each other, he's gonna jump out, and now his position is known. He catches the Iana though. Perfect timing from him too. And now he's playing from above, which means his position is unwinnable. He has to go for an attempt. But Chaotic jumps out. This is probably not the best move. He will not be able to stick it. The grenade goes in, it's too late. And now he's gonna swing out, and he's gonna get the kill. And that is a what?
Rooney goes down off the board here, but Frozen getting picked off by Blakey. Rooney looking for another. Rooney getting picked off by Blakey.
Let's take it in. Blakey coming out with taking down Rabbit and Frozen, but Kano is gonna get taken out. Blakey puts now the first one onto Chile, making a 4 onto Fire.
Bodies right now.
1 more to go. Can Blakey find the ace on the shooter?
Yes, he can!
And Super Mighty Guardians are your first Talent League champions!
Zamax, they take the impressive win and claim the title of
And with
Talent
that,
League.
Noetic are your Season 3 champions.
That's it, folks. Noetic are your back-to-back Talent League.
What a shocker! Noetic have now won 3 Talent League champions.
Machine Soldiers are your Season 6 Talent League champions.
Hello everyone, welcome back to qvG Esports versus Machine Soldiers. After a fairly intense first map of Villa, qvG Esports came out on top 8-7 maximum overtime. So now we're heading to Machine Soldiers map pick inside this best of 3, which is Chalet. I am uncooked still, and next to me is also still Jagger. How do you think Chalet will go considering what happened on Villa?
All things considering, I do know how cracked of a team that Machine Soldiers are on Chalet, and what I also know is that qvG in this Titan series, they've banned Chalet basically every time, so it's going to be completely. It's a big question mark. It's not like we know they're good, we know they're bad. It's just a big question mark. We don't know how they are on Chalet. We've not seen them play it yet, so. It's just a big like I said, it's a big question mark. I have no clue how it's gonna go. Is it gonna be a 7-0 from Machine Soldiers? Is it gonna be a 7-0 from qvG? Or, which is probably the most likely option, it's gonna probably go all the way to 7-7 OT, because these two teams, they're so good, they're so amazing, and they're keeping each other at gunpoint basically the entire time. And no team can get the single advantage that they want. It's back and forth, and I'm guessing it's gonna be another sloppy map. Whether Machine Soldiers can win it out and take us to map 3, that's what they're going to try to find out. So, let's find out right now as we go straight into the game. As we go in. Right now, question mark? Question mark? Yeah. And while we're going in, sorry, production was just remind me of something as well, is that the Talent League Season 7 open invite is open. Yes, the open invite is open. Yes, as dumb as that sounds. Yep. The qualifiers, sorry, for Season 7 are open. Sorry, my brain is a bit on overdrive today. So just look in the Talent Discord or message a mod or something. You'll be directed to the right place. I'm sure you can find it if you just look a little bit. So yeah, the qualifiers for Season 7 are open. Just go check it out, It'll be fun. It's probably, production. There should probably be a link in chat that you can do !talent, and it'll probably lead you to the site as well. Is there? Yes? No? If not, you should probably set one up.
Or you can also go to the Twitter as well.
True.
Talent Rainbow 6 on Twitter, and while you're there, you can follow Talent GG, Talent_GG_, which will be bringing you all the statistics from these matchups. And speaking of statistics, one of those things included is the operator bans, and what we're seeing right now is we're seeing a Flores and a Thatcher be removed.
A Thatcher ban? That's so rare.
What?
I've never seen anything like this ever again. Yeah.
It's crazy.
That
Jaeger,
is
okay,
crazy.
hello.
It's an interesting one. Usually the Wumai is the preferred ban over the Jaeger, but you know, some teams like to maybe switch around a bit. And I think it actually was Machine Soldiers who banned out the Jaeger in the last match that I casted with them, which was a few weeks ago, and it was in Titan Series group stage, I believe, the very first game that they played, where they decided to ban the Jaeger over the Wumai when they played Chalet. So it's very similar from them. It might be exactly there'll probably be some differences, but it seems to be a very similar thing to what they did in that match. And if you didn't watch that match, don't worry, we're gonna see it all again here right now as we see qvG go head to head against Machine Soldiers on Chalet.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing qvG starting out in defense, and they're going to be starting out with the Bart Gaming Room, which is it's a pretty good site for the defenders. Honestly, Chalet, it's a bit difficult to place because it definitely it switches massively between attackers and defenders. It all depends on the teams playing. You can't really place it on which sites will be good and which sites will be bad. It all depends on the play style of the players and teams. So
I mean,
it'll be interesting.
yeah, like you said, apart from basement side, I think all the other 3 sites, which is Bar Gaming, Kitchen, as well as Masters Upstairs, they all have around equal percentage, and it just the team's preference, which ones they like to play. Usually, from what I see, Bar Gaming seems to be one that is played slightly more than the other 2, which is one of the 2 main sites a team runs, which is Bar Gaming, and then the Kitchen and the Upstairs one is just a one either or. Some teams like to play the upstairs as a tertiary site, some people like to play the downstairs one in Kitchen. It's just up to preference, but from what I've seen, it looks like Bar Gaming usually is one of their main sites, and that's the one we're seeing right now as qvG are defending. They did tease a Frost in 6-pick phase, as far as I'm aware, but they did decide to 6-pick that off. Oh no, it's still there, I'm just blind apparently. It's in the bottom left, it kind of blended in with all the other blue ops. I thought they 6-picked that to the... Never mind.
Either way, early shots coming through now onto the big window on the site, and it's to be more direct approach, although we do see Discount droning upstairs from Fluke over into the office and applying some pressure onto Mezzanine as well. Early swings from Kex, no, not Kex, that's Pit even, but nothing will be found. See, I'm now also getting trolled by the blue operators. Oh, Den, hello! Takes down Gucci, and that's a massive play. Take off the board, but Pit, he finds Adrian from the main stairs. He might be able to find Discount as well, but actually he's going to rotate all the way down. He's still looking to get aggressive though. Now he's just in a different area. Will he fall back completely? Just don't know. 1 minute has been burnt. We're already seeing 2 players be taken down, 1 on each team, which means we're all even at 4 versus 4, as you can see at the top of your screen in the middle right now.
True, and Pit, he doesn't seem too eager to give up that control just yet. He's still trying to aggress in case the Sledge decides to vault into that fireplace window, that he gets a bullet into his head. But speaking of which, Kex, he's being flashed out here. Maybe potentially he's going to take a bullet to his head, but it looks like the flashes are coming from the roof, and the Womai disc does barely miss that shield, sorry, the Aruni gate being reopened up. I thought I heard a Womaitis, but it was just a Aruni gate being reopened. It was not fast enough. The shield does get taken away, but you're still a Womai. You can still try to place one more magnet that he's going to have in his pocket to try to hold the stairs, but I doubt it. I think he's probably going to try to maybe go back, but considering that they don't really have any kind of upstairs control Machine Soldiers, they might... Okay, never mind. Kex, he decides he wants to stay upstairs as well, as Pit picks up a second kill as a hatch is opened upstairs and the angle's being played. Creeds picks up F2 and leaves it all onto Pit and Goody. Pit, he's got the first 2 kills of the round. Can he get the last 3?
Oh, it's definitely going to be a question playing on everyone's minds, as we still have 40 seconds to see the outcome of this round. Yet he is looking up the hatch, not able to find Zach. Actually, no, he is. It's going to be a trade now. That leaves Goody 1 versus 2 right now. He's still got 25 seconds, but C4 is already used. And, well, Creeds, he's on the main window. Good attacking round for Machine Soldiers. It definitely got a little bit closer than I think they maybe would like, but a round win is a round win nevertheless. And they should be pretty happy with that starting out on Chalet.
True. I mean, I would just assumed that Kex would decide to fall back off from those library stairs once the shield was gone, because without a shield, you're kind of a sitting duck exposed from the library angles, from that window, from people pushing up from piano, from the people in fireplace. There's so many angles you need to watch out for, and without a shield, it becomes way too difficult. But he decided to play it a bit risky, and that risk did not pay off for him as he was picked off. And ultimately, I think that kind of snowballed into a bunch of refrags and trades, which ended up in Machine Soldier's favor. And after that 1-versus-1 trade between GNX and Pit, it was all down to Goody, who was thrown out. And, well, you know what happened after that. So, regardless of that, a good first round from Machine Soldiers, as they're going to look to attack the secondary site that qvG are going to go to, which is upstairs.
Yeah, looks to be fairly aggressive right now. Obviously, Yuji on that signature Oryx, we see him play that operator quite a lot. With no Thunderbird of that, every Remadash through a soft wall will result in permanent damage to him. So he needs to be careful not to use that ability too much, because he can severely disadvantage himself in the case of some of these gunfights, especially when you have players like Discount, like Den, like Creeds. Like honestly, all of Machine Soldiers, it doesn't matter if they hit your head. Sometimes they can be in very sneaky positions. You need every HP you can get to try and have enough reaction time to take that down. And that's unfortunate.
Well, chat, we didn't see anything. As far as we know, the Twitch drone gained jumping force of 7 billion, and he jumped to the shield, and somehow it broke, alright? We didn't see anything. Goody, don't worry. Your secret's safe with us. No one's ever gonna know what's gonna happen. You know, the Twitch drone just gained immortality or something about that. Don't worry about that too much. So, we're gonna watch on Discount here as he aggresses onto this first gunfight, but that person, which was a Goy, I'm pretty sure, smartly backs away. And, you know, let's just take a second to watch about this Creed. He's picked up this Twitch, and Twitch, we know she's a really strong op, but it all depends on what the other team brings. And considering the lineup that qvG are bringing, she's pretty strong against that Wamai discs that the Wamai is going to be throwing out. But apart from that, not really anything else. Maybe she can get a few meat jammers, but it's a very aggressive lineup from qvG, so the Twitch isn't going to have much effect. And speaking of not having much effect, Googie gets shaded off instantly in the round, but Pit is there to get that refrag and now bring it back into a 4v4, but Pit goes huge, but get the second pill onto GNX. The first round they traded, this time GNX was not able to get that kill.
Interesting air jab there, as it actually blows Pit through the soft wall. C4 will come out, but nothing will come of it. Pit, he's on a mad one right now. 3 kills inside the first round, 2 so far, with the opportunity of picking up 2 more as he's still alive and well. On about 55 HP, but as long as he can click those heads, he should be all right. However, Kex also gets that kill. Actually, Kex is the first player on qvG other than Pit to get a kill right now. So definitely a bit of a one-man army, and that army is going to get taken down by Adrian. The LMG just winning out on that one. Now it's down Goody, Kex, and F2. They have to try and get this 3 versus 2. It was 4 versus 2, but obviously Pit did fall. Bit more even though for the side of Machine Soldiers, and that's going to be nearly a kill onto Goody, but nearly is not quite enough. Adrian not able to get the grenade close enough to the Aruni there. Now, when we push in through piano, this is often the hardest part, is to try and get into this piano. With PF2, you don't need to be peeking those, especially when Den takes down Goody. It's now equal standings, 2 versus 2, with only 20 seconds left to go.
Like you said, the time is setting low, and Adrian has no utility.
Oh, that's Diffuser!
With a nice kill, and Kex
hello?
with a nice double kill. We could see his aim in the first map was so precise, and it doesn't let him down here. Perfect crosshair placement to get not one, but both of those kills, as Adrian tries to refrag his poor teammate, doesn't manage to do anything, and the clock ultimately is what causes the demise for Machine Soldiers, as they do not have enough time to do what they want to do. But qvG, a strong answer back from what happened in round 1. It felt like almost round 1, let's not say thrown, but I think they did have the man advantage at some point. So losing that really was unfortunate. But Machine Soldiers, a valiant attempt from then, bringing it from a 4v2 to a 2v2, just did not have enough time, had to go for a risky play, then vaulting out that window when Kex was holding it. Truly unfortunate. and that is ultimately what cost the round. But scores all tied up, 1-1, as qvG decide to go downstairs to kitchen. Never playing a site for more than once, which basically means they have not gone back to bar, they're going to kitchen.
Yeah. We might see a full world tour, as I like to call it, of Chalet, because the basement is certainly coming more into favour. Now, while it doesn't have the best win rate, it definitely can get attacking sides at least a little bit like off guard. They don't really tend to expect it coming through. So it could be a good pick. We're going to see a lot of vertical presence, though, from qvG, as that basement question will be one for another round, not round 3, as that's the one we're in right now. And like you said, we're in the kitchen. So action phase has started. No one really getting aggressive for any type of spawn peek. qvG, he is inside of he's inside of games right now, just peeking through. Oh, there's the pillar saving pillar saving Den right now. You can see the foot. Oh no.
See the foot, qvG. You see the foot. No, qvG, if only you had a foot fetish, you would be able to see that foot so much better. Oh my god. That's so unfortunate. It could have been a free kill. That would have been on Den, the hard breacher as well. That would have been such an impactful kill. But unfortunately, he looks away. And it's still score 5v5. What could have been in this game? What could have been? And it looks like he's going to get droned out as well, as his drone from GNX is going to come see this Oryx. And Den, not Den, it was GNX there, not Den. It looks to look like the Hibana, but GNX on this Nomad, he's going to spot out the Oryx playing below, and she's just going to try to be as silent as possible, this Nomad. But look at the position that Adrian has taken up. He's so aggressive here. He might even catch that first pick, but he just barely misses him. But Kreese elsewhere finds qvG, that's the Oryx, and he's down. So now it's all down to these 4 players who are playing on site and playing vertical above site. But look here, pressure's already being applied to them. Kex, there's a wall. There's a hole opened up in the wall that he's next to, and there's an attacker just sitting outside his door waiting to be droned in, and actually might be the droner himself of Den, but surely, eventually, the information is going to be relayed. There's 2 players playing downstairs, 2 players playing upstairs. The ball is in Machine Soldier's court. They have not lost a single player. They have all the time in the world. What will they do?
Yeah, I do have to say, though, that is the second round in a row that qvG has been the opening pick, because I believe it was Goody in round number 1. Even still, Goody now gets taken down. Kreese, he's on a tear right now. It looks like it could be a flawless round, but never mind. F2 takes those words right out of my mouth and shoves them back right in my face. F2 nearly gets a second flick and actually takes down Adrian. Still thinking on discount, however, takes down Pit. As now F2, he's going to need to ace clutch. He gets the third. That's diffuser down on the floor. This does not look likely, but if anyone can do it, it is F2. He's going to swing round, takes down discount, but GNX with the swing. F2, he was so close, but no cigar. Oh my god, if that had gone down, that would have been the ace clutch. 1 versus 3, 1 versus 4. Oh my god.
qvG have had no business getting that close to winning that round.
Oh no, absolutely
no business being anywhere near that round. F2, you absolute monster. Stop this right now. Alright? You're the reason why stats don't align. You're like, how has this team done so much and yet lose a round? Because of people like you, alright? Because you end up clutching rounds out, making it so difficult for us, but you've been in the round for your team, and now... Okay, thank God he lost. Thank God he lost. I'm obviously joking, but it would have been quite a clip. We've gotten so close to getting so many clips this game. Apart from that, after that first Creed's 1v3 clutch that happened on Villa, we've seen so many almost clutches in this game, just never quite enough. Oh my god.
Bro,
Heart beating for that one, huh? Machine Soldiers. GNX.
Yeah, I'm
a bit too close for
heart beating for me as well, I'm going to be honest. I nearly had a cardiac arrest with watching that. It's just like, no, I've given up. I'm going to stop now. Either way. We're now seeing a return to the site. Kitchen Dining is going to be defended a second time here by qvG. Hopefully they don't get in. Obviously, the closest they can get to winning technically would be if they win the round. However, if it's not, you know, a 1 versus 4 almost clutch at the end, you know, because you can't really count that as an almost round win, really. Looking at it from an analytical standpoint, clutches and near clutches like that, they should be an anomaly, which means that you can't rely on those every time to win you rounds. You need to have you know, players alive at the end to close a round out consistently, securely, you know, confidently, and it not be an they almost biffed that, but fortunately this player is just insane and got like 3 kills in 1 second or something stupid like that.
Well, in fairness, it just shows us the magnitude that these players want to win this game. They just don't want to give up those rounds. Even the ones that they're supposedly supposed to quote-unquote lose, they just don't want to give it up. And they're trying their best, and you can see that. And it's making for a very, very interesting game. And hopefully we see this trend continue, as all of this utility being applied from qvG has managed to slow down Machine Soldiers for just a little bit. No opening kills coming out for the first minute of the round. I think that's the first time in this round that we've seen this. A much slower paced round here, and let's see in whose favor does that eventually end up in.
Yeah, Creed, he's taking a step off the Zofia onto the Twitch now, trying to take down some of this utility, and I think that's Kex now getting aggressive, but Discount, he knows the yellow pings are there, and that's going to be the first kill, again going in favour of Machine Soldiers. There are still more players on this upstairs, but Creed, he's rotated all the way down to that bottom floor. He's now inside the mudroom, just trying to get even more of this utility cleared. And as this main wall gets opened up, then it's an interesting pattern, but that means the top floor is not going to be opened. There's no Maverick or anything as well, no other hard breach, apart from some hard breach charges, which looks like, oh no, that might be a Hibana hole, but that just gives Pit another angle to look through. And that's he takes down Discount. Now this top floor is completely uncontested. However, we can see a player coming up blue right now. Goody though, he's on the flank. I don't think the drone spotted him out either. He's just looking to try and get this kill. So tense. 45 seconds left as well, but Creed, he takes down Pit, and now Creed, he has aggressed up on this top floor. F2, however, takes down Adrian, and Guji, he nearly gets his first kill, but Goody's there. He takes down one. Actually, Exactly might not be aware of the arena's position. Actually, now the intel has come out. You can just see the feet, but Goody's just better in that engagement. We're now tied up 2 apiece. After I'm going to be honest, so many things happened that you're just thinking, how?
Well, I just think it was a bit of unlucky timing. You could see that I think it was Den who had set up a drone upstairs, making sure that no one was playing on that repair or breach, I guess, to peek out from it. He got off the drone to drone something else, to drone the other part of the map, and at that perfect moment, Pit sneaks out, whether it was intentional or not intentional. It doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, he'd managed to peek from the breach, get a kill, completely discombobulate Machine Soldiers' push. They had to rotate a few players to different places, and even though he got traded out by Creeds, now Creeds is not in a good position to win out that round. You can see below that he was downstairs getting ready to execute on the side, but then he had to rotate upstairs to end up killing that player upstairs. And then on the way back to the position that he was originally playing, Goody from the staircase, I think he was still on the bottom of those library stairs on the tippy bottom, what? On the my brain just malfunctioned. I was like, why did I say tippy bottom? But he was on the stairs, and he did manage to get that kill, refrag onto Creeds, and in that position, the players of Machine Soldiers were too spread out, and they lost their ones. And you know, hooray for qvG. Googie wasn't the first to death this time. He managed to get a kill. You know, W all around. W's. Let's go, Googie.
Yeah, either way. Well, we are at the basement. Right.
Yeah. Oh,
the world tour.
All 4 sites.
All 4 sites.
5 seconds to go.
But there's no Cade, there's no wall denial here apart from the meat, which is interesting because we do tend to see a Cade or a Bandit being one of those main wall denial operators, especially on this site in particular, where that main wall and also the walls inside a trench just so important to the so important to the defense. Like if they're not able to secure that, then that leaves the site very open for the attackers to just swarm. Yeah, absolutely, very sneaky. And but Creed, he takes it down with the with those Twitch trends, the laser beams.
I found it funny that he got the bar cam before he got the default cam.
Yeah.
Sorry, that is only making this.
I mean, he also took down the speaker before he took down the vault cam, I suppose.
Triple damage.
Oh, Twitch drone does get taken down though. For a second I thought that player was actually upstairs ready to take that swing. The Twitch drone is a little bit of a bait, but nothing like that comes through. C4s come out. And there's a lot of explosions, and actually one from qvG does hit. Discount falls, and that's going to be a sledge down. I'm not too sure how many grenades he had left, but still the Caber could have come in very useful. Adrian droning himself now down blue. He knows of the magnet's position, and he should be aware there is a shield. He should be aware that no players are going to be trying to come through so far. Now, 5 versus 4, man advantage qvG. We've still got 80 seconds to try and hold on, but the fuse is down outside right now, which is maybe a bit of an oversight, I'd say. Should look to get that picked up fairly soon.
Ooh. It looks like Beach is going to get open though, but Pit gets a second pick on Decrease, and that's a Twitch gun. Thankfully, or hopefully she has gotten rid of that charge or meat charge on that breached wall, and it looks like she did, or someone on the vertical plate got rid of it. But Adrian on bottom of these boosters lights up the Womai, goes to the white swing, expecting to see someone else, doesn't find anyone else in sight, and is gonna go back for the swing. The nade, soft nade actually comes out, and it looks like it might swing off a bit, but no such thing is done. Kex is on such low HP, but Pit is going huge. He's got another kill, and he's upstairs. Diffuser is dropped in Narnia at this point. He's gonna have to drop the hatch. He sees the person, but does not manage to take the fight. But elsewhere, qvG gets his second kill of this game. It's all down to Den. He runs into side expecting to see anything, but the triple crossfire held by the team of qvG is too much for him to handle, and Den dies.
Wow. Return to form for qvG inside a Chalet. We haven't seen them take the lead this entire time, so it's good to see them sort of step up, because Chalet, it can, like we said, it can depend on the teams, but it does tend to be a bit more defender-sided. Obviously, we do tend to see it be quite even. A 3-3 half definitely would not be unexpected. As we are heading back to that top floor site, the bedroom and the office, we it's interesting because
they went bar for the first round,
and
they realized never again. They saw something, or they realized something that they didn't like, and they've decided to not go there again. They've gone to all 4 sites, which is usually where a team usually sticks to 3 sites and they rotate between the 3, because obviously you don't need to go to a 4th site, as the rules in this game state that you can go back to a site you won after 2 rounds, and luckily enough, once you play 3 sites, guess what? You can go back to the one that you won. So it's very rare to see a team play all 4 sites. I mean, variety is good and all, but there's a reason that teams only have 3. I mean, Chalet is a very special case, because you can make an argument for every single site being viable in its own way, apart from Basement. But you know, Basement won, so you know what do I have to say about that? And it maybe just might be because Machine Soldiers weren't expecting a Basement push. You might need a different operator to do that, but it just looked like they lost a bunch of the opening frags. A lot of the players who were playing downstairs managed to rotate back upstairs, and yeah, the round was history. Even though, okay, that's interesting. So even though that qvG are not playing Master Bedroom, they're still holding Library like they would be holding Bar. So
yeah,
which they're gonna have these kind of same positions and same players set up here. And speaking of which, Adrian,
what a play!
So unlucky on the timing. Not sure why he didn't finger boost himself a bit sooner. No one was there to get his refrag. He pushed up way too far, and you can see here against Kex, who has been so accurate with his guns today. He's not missing those shots.
That was a perfect bait as well. The impact grenade just to draw the attention that swings out the other side onto the door. Adrian did react, but just not fast enough before he found himself injured.
Screen shake plus the distraction is too much. Honestly.
Yeah, exactly. Now,
screen shake alone.
3 guns now are in the position
2 guns.
of
1 gun.
What I thought that was Pit getting that kill. However, Kex does get a second before he falls, but Pit with the C4 as well. It's definitely looking like a qvG round, as we're going to see it go 4-2 if Machine Soldiers cannot clutch out this 1v4. And Pit, he's still downstairs. He's looking to at least try and get a little bit further up, but Discount, he's watching from Fluke. He's going to try and get something, but nothing will be coming through. Grenades, this could be everything. But Goody, he's just a little bit too far away. 10 HP left. Oh my goodness. It's squeaky bum time for Machine Soldiers, that's for sure.
I love that. I mean, they do have some time left, and to be the player of Den is alive, and he's been getting these frags. He's one of the top fraggers in the team currently, so it's not all lost for them. And we know Discount how well he played last map, so he could still very well do anything here. But the main problem for them is that even though Goody is on such low health, this player right here that you're spectating, just Pick, he's alive, and he's been a complete monster this game so far. Not stopped for anyone, and right there again, I kind of cast him Cursed because he kind of survives, and nobody gets the kill exactly like I predicted. He's just a monster so far.
You just double cast the Cursed him. As soon as you go, oh, I cast the Cursed him, he's dead. He just got the kill. Yeah, well, I was about to say he undead, and I was like, that's not a word, and that's not what happened. But either way, he won the gunfight. 10 kills already. It's only round 6. He is just... he's a hoover. He's a vacuum cleaner. Sucking up everyone in the round. He's with the run out as well. Discount just a little bit slow to react because he's watching every different angle right now. What a machine. I know he's playing for qvG. Yeah, I was going to say, I know he's playing for qvG, but he is really just being an absolute robot right now. Most like a machine soldier, you could say. But
I mean, considering... I don't think we saw the extent of Pit last map. Yep, he performed well, but considering the other results he's gotten, he's gone plus 14 in the last game he played, alright? That's all you need to know. 28 to 14 over 2 maps played. He's not messing around here. He's 5-1 on the entry in the last game, 81% cost. He was so good. He's too cracked with it, you know? He's too cracked with it. And you can definitely tell that his confidence is... He is feeling very confident. He's going for those aggressive runouts. He's going for those peaks. He even re-peaked after that Den gunfight because he just knows that he's going to hit those shots right now. And if I'm a qvG supporter, I'm hoping that he managed to keep up his confidence because, you know, we haven't even got a chance to see the rest of his team. I think we've got F2 almost winning a round with a clutch. I think that was an insane almost 1v4 clutch, but it ended up just short as GNX managed to calm the nerves a bit there. But apart from that, the very first round was a 2v1 and Goody lost. You know, every single round, even the one round that the Machine Soldiers have won, qvG has almost won. And that is what's scary because other rounds of qvG have won have all been dominant wins. So, if I was a Machine Soldiers fan, I'd be feeling a bit nervous at this point. This first round on defense, this first defensive hold on this master bedroom side is going to make or break it. Will Machine Soldiers be able to start closing that gap? Like we said on map 1, the difference between a 4-3 and a 5-2 split is huge. They can't afford to lose this map or this round even, and we're going to be seeing it right here right now.
Yeah, just like you say, this is really this is a make or break round for Machine Soldiers right now. If they're not able to win this, it could just be the writing on the wall. But no, another player that I just want to highlight is qvG. He went absolutely massive in that first map. 17 and 10, if my brain serves me correctly. So it's a bit unfortunate seeing him not be as successful here, although this nade might just be the kill. No, Creed again survives on 10 HP, and he drops and actually gets a kill instead.
You cursed him.
Yeah, I have.
The caster's curse is evolving, man. It almost gave him a kill, and then he died.
Yeah, we're just being debated, but see, honestly, Trippin, he knows how to write these scripts. That's definitely
These scripts are getting better and better, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You know, you get a bit original. I mean, obviously Goody knows there's a drone there because it's in the script. You know, it's like, oh, the Echo drone's right here, you're gonna set the nomad trap, and blah, blah, blah. So, Trippin, invest in better script writers for the next game, please. Thank you. He couldn't hear him, but he said bet. So, there you go. Talent League is scripted, confirmed. Everyone's a paid actor.
We knew that anyway.
We're not paid. Crying. We're not paid enough. That's what I say.
Yeah.
We should demand.
I demand £100 per
quintuple the money that we get paid.
Oh, I'd finally get a pound. Let's go.
Let's go, a pound.
Let's go. All jokes aside, it's not looking great for qvG. They do only have 50 seconds left. They also are in a man disadvantage. With you have this vertical angle being held by Adrian. Kex is low as well. from that sledge. No grenades left. It's all just going to have to be gunfights for the rest of this. And just looking at the raw numbers, you would say that Machine Soldiers are more heavily inclined to win this, especially when Creeds takes down Pit and Zaknu takes down Goody just after Creeds is fallen by that very same Nomad. F2, he's now got another one. Is a 1v4 again, and he's now again very close to winning it, which just should not happen, but he pushes in, and he isn't aware of Den's position. That's another 1v4 that F2 has nearly won for qvG. If he gets both of those 1v4s, it's 6-1 right now.
I'm sorry, but Machine Soldiers, stop throwing your rounds, please. You're getting in such good positions, and you're feeding someone like F2, who, let me just tell you, right? This is a stat for you. F2 has had a headshot percentage of over 70% over the last few games, right?
Wow.
And when a man
that is
can
massive.
hit heads like that, you do not give him free 1v1s, right? Just because he's playing on the support role does not mean that he can't frag. And he's showing us exactly why
Brede
he
moment.
is not one. He's Brede 2.0. He is in the making, all right? You do not want to leave this man in a 1vx alone, and God forbid giving him free ones. Oh my god. But the most important thing, Machine Soldiers do close out the round, and this just might have become a very close game. Like,
yes.
4-3, it is very doable for Machine Soldiers now if they can build on this, especially. They're going to be going to the secondary side as well, which is going to be Bar and Gaming, and hopefully they can do enough gaming this round to secure this second in a row.
Yeah, absolutely. While gaming, we've already mentioned it before, it can be an interesting site to try and defend, and like we've also mentioned, it does massively depend on the teams how defender or attacker sided it is. Obviously, the time we have seen it played right now, it was won by the attack. That was Machine Soldiers' very first round inside of this matchup. Either way, now going to be able to see whether qvG are able to do something. I just got the Super 90 on the Lucy.
Interesting.
Yes, that's one way to put it. One might even say, go as far to say throwing slightly. But, you know, we have to wait and see. Obviously, no long-range gunfights. It does have the name Sniper 90, but it's still not advised to go for those long-range gunfights with a shotgun. Going to be using the RG-15 instead, and well, it definitely is a bean machine as he nearly takes down that player on the trophy window.
Well, back in my day, because I am 18 now, which means in the Siege community I am as old as 75. Oh, okay, that can hold just a second as a yellow ping comes out, and this player on top of these stairs, the Free Fire comes out, and Super 90 somehow. He loses the gunfight, even with a shotgun at close range. He's going huge elsewhere on the map. He gets 2 kills unattested, but then just finds some solace as he manages to refrag and bring it closer into a 3v4. I mean, Adrian, buddy, you gotta have words. You're missing with the shotgun. You bring the shotgun for a reason, and you miss it. I mean, granted, that isn't the best shotgun. There was a time where that was one of the best, but that is not now. And speaking, oh my god, the head almost misses. Then it's gonna be all alone on site. The other player of Machine Soldiers are nowhere near. But then he picks up that first kill, bringing it to a 2v2, and suddenly this looks a lot more doable. He goes for that wide swing, doesn't manage to win. Kex on such low HP though. The pre-10 Roni is truly a pea shooter when he don't hit the head, and it's all on discount. Kex is on low HP, but Pit is still alive, and the site being held by discount here. He has time. Alright, he has the time to reposition if he wants to, but equally, qvG also has the time to drone him out and get his exact position. He is on full health, and he can take these 2 fights, but his position has been droned out. He's going to get more aggressive feet here, but guess what? qvG, they're expecting it. The yellow pings are coming out. Does any damage happen to him? No, he's still going to be on full HP, and he's going to rotate upstairs here. There's no reason per se to rotate upstairs apart from trying to be a nuisance and catch someone off guard, maybe going down fireplace stairs, and that maybe is exactly what he's trying to do. No, he's playing this hash angle actually, as the alarm proxy goes off, giving discount just a bit more information about the whereabouts of one of these qvG players. He knows where one is, he just needs to find out where the other one is, but the drone is coming out, and with 30 seconds left, qvG do have the time to drone him out.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Yeah, absolutely. 20 seconds though. If Kex can just get in through a different angle that Discount cannot watch, could be absolutely huge. But he's wandered into the sideline, and there we go. That's it. Now it's all down on Pit. Discount, he might have just single-handedly saved this round. Now Pit, he's having to run through the gunfight, and there it is, the clutch from Discount, and we're all tied up 4 rounds apiece.
Insane.
You have to feel so bad for qvG right now. Obviously, that's their fault. That absolutely is their fault. But feels bad, man. So close, especially when they can't get the clutches. Yeah.
I mean, they had, even though 28 seconds may not seem like a lot of time, in this game, you can't plant past that 0.000 seconds. So technically, you have like around 25 seconds to drone him out. And if you have the drones in hand, they didn't have 1 drone, by the way, they had 2. So they had the time, they knew where he was originally, and after droning outside, they can't find him. There's either 2 places. Either 1, he's upstairs, which he was, or 2, he's downstairs, which if he was, that's fine because you can hold the angle. Either way, in any of those situations, you should not be going in through that door. I think that is fair to say because the hatch watches the angle. He should have gone from the fireplace door and planted in a pretty safe location that can't be seen from the hatch. But a bit of lack of hindsight, a bit of wrong information also maybe a wrong sound call out. There's going to be tons of reasons why he didn't peek it, but what happened was the scout, he got lucky on the 50-50, he predicted correctly where that sledge would be walking in, and Kex, unfortunately for him, he drops a case cold on the ground. It's all down to Pit with 10 seconds left, there's nothing else he can do, and that round is stolen from the arms of qvG's cold, dead hands.
Yeah, heading back to the kitchen now. Sorry, I just had a bit of a frog in my throat there. Pit, he's still going absolutely massive, 13 and 7. Like, that's insane. But yeah,
citizen woman.
So it really is F2. You know, he is pulling his weight, but it does tend to be in rounds where it's just all for naught.
Quote unquote impactless vibes.
Yes. It's difficult because qvG, it does seem to be a bit of a one-man army right now. Obviously, Guji and Kex, they have been pulling their weight. Goody as well has been taking some very impactful kills. But it's just not often enough. And when you look over to the side of Machine Soldiers, obviously kills aren't everything. But Creed, he's on 7. Discount, he's on 6. Den, he's on 8. It's so much more well-rounded. This Machine Soldiers, they seem like a well-oiled machine right now. Again, no pun intended, on Chalet. And it's a shame because qvG, I don't know how well they're going to do at Coastline. Clearly, we are seeing there is a reason why they have been banning Chalet. These attacks, they're just not it right now.
I mean, this could also just speak to the strength of Machine Soldiers. They love this map. I can tell from experience. They love playing this map. But you know who doesn't like playing on this map? Den, because he is dead. The window peak. Unfortunately for Den, he did not hear that window being open, and if he did, he thought he was safe. Agent thankfully refrags onto Googie, that person of the Finca. A bit of sweet revenge as in the last map, of course, he was playing that Finca. And Discount. A lead shot.
Wow.
Taking off Kex's head there. That's a Keck W if I've ever seen one. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, but the refrags are coming out quick and fast as qvG have already entered into office side, but after Googie gets that trade. And now the 3v3 situation is all down to Discount, Creeds, and GNX. But will they be able to win out this round? I guess we'll find out. There's a minute left on the clock, but the thing is that qvG don't have the sledge. It's very difficult for them to make vertical holes there, apart from the ones that were already made for them, or the ones they make using bullets. And since the bullet reduction from up 25% a few updates ago, that becomes very, very difficult.
Yeah, Discount, he is now just rotated down to this west main area. The camera is going off, but Discount, he is just looking through these vertical angles, trying to get in. He kills, but no one's actually going to be over there. Creed, he's watching Slung Angle onto the stairs, but it's actually GNX to take down Pit, and Goody falls as well. Now it's just F2. He whiffs those first shots, but the Echo falls. Is he able to get the second? No! Discount takes him down, and Machine Soldiers, they've reclaimed the lead, and they look set to take Chalet. If I'm a qvG, this is the moment I'm taking my time out. But
yep,
there it is.
As you predicted.
Exactly as I predicted.
I mean, also just calling out, F2 was the last alive again, and he managed to get 1 down. If he gets a second kill and loses to that third person again, I mean, I'm sorry, but at that point, you just gotta stop being in those 1vx clutches. You're not winning them, you're just getting teasingly close. right? Tantalizingly close, some would say. But, I mean, a very fast-paced, aggressive round coming up from qvG. They got the opening kill. They did lose a few picks. In the end, it was a 3v3. And GNX, I think he was ratting inside of that corner in Trophy. Peeks out, not doesn't get one. He gets 2 kills before getting trading out. And in 3v3, losing 2 people is just too much to lose. And that is ultimately what led to that round's downfall. But they're going to take the tactical timeout. And if you keep in mind, the last time that qvG took a tactical timeout, they won 2 in a row to even it up, to get it themselves into overtime, which they ultimately won 8-7. So, from a previous experience, we can at least say that this tactical timeout is going to be of some benefit to qvG, hopefully. And it should be running out just about now. And yes, it is. We're going to see maybe a 6-click here to a certain operator to maybe go for a certain strat, or more likely just a certain different kind of push. Maybe the coaches have analyzed something and realized something about Machine Soldier's defense that they can take advantage of. But regardless of that, GNX, he's going to switch onto the Valk, which is a very dangerous pick because there's a lot of information that she's going to give away.
Yes, absolutely. Kex, he's stepping back onto that, almost a comfort pick, you could say, of the Buck. We did see him tear up quite a lot of the floor and tear up quite a lot of the enemy players as Buck on Villa, especially from below. So it's going to be interesting to see whether he can do it again, especially as we're on this top floor. There's a lot of reverse verticality that can come into this. So yeah, if they can get control of that kitchen area, maybe the dining room, could look very different as to what we see going on. Also, we do have a Kaid as well, so trying to be able to spot out those electric claws from below and not waste time with nades and drones and all that. Just taking it out from below, where you're a bit less at risk,
10 seconds to
should be pretty set.
Yep, and I mean, if you look on the kill side of things, you know, on the scoreboard, you can see on the side the Machine Soldiers 8 kills, 7 kills, 6 kills, and Adrian on those lonely 3 kills. But if the last map is of any indication, this is the round that he fires up and he starts going huge in these last 2 rounds, right? It's happened before and it'll happen again. On the side of qvG, you got Pit, who's going 13-8, and you have F2, who's getting a lot of these closing out frags, but that's just about it. Goody, Kex, and Googie, they need to step it up here. They need to make sure that they do enough to support these players on the team to help win these rounds. As a first pick almost comes out from Pit as he knifes open that window brazenly and comes eeringly close to killing that Valkyrie there, but thankfully for the Valkyrie, she was just out of sight.
Yeah, Solarium still in the hands of Machine Soldiers for now. We're seeing about 45 seconds go through now. And it's just a slow, steady phase of gathering intel. As I say that, Kex does take some heat. Not too sure where from. We do see the prisoners actually giving quite a lot of intel away to these defenders. Grenades also coming through, but nothing will find GNX so far. Adrian takes down Pit, and that's top fragger off the board. And that's also those grenades and that utility not able to be used. Now, Kex, if you can just open up onto Solarium, that could be ideal for the team right now. Do they even know that GNX is there? Surely they must do. If not, they certainly do now. C4 comes down out of the window, and it does a lot of damage to both F2 and Guji. Luckily, they do have the Thinker, so some of that HP can get juiced right back up. But ideally, you'd want to save it for later situations. Kex, is he aware of the defender's position? Actually, it's a lot further away than the outline originally led me to believe, but Zaknu is very close in this direction. And actually, Den, he's pushed up and he gets that kill. Machine Soldiers, they are looking to make a statement. This timeout does not look like it has worked for qvG at all. 1 minute left to go, and they're 2 men down. Make that 1.
Goody, he does find that refrag, but they do know that someone was lurking downstairs, which means that he's probably going to be coming up library or fireplace, and that's exactly what we see right here. As Den smartly decides, almost getting a few... Oh my god, Den, stop this. You're getting way too close for comfort, alright? Stop it.
Right, Vac.
Someone get that Moss checked right now, but Moss? 35 seconds left in all seriousness. Den, he's gonna try to C4 Orin, and that is unfortunate as F2 is not able to shoot that C4 in time as Discon gets a kill. Den gets his second of the round as Den gets his third, and that is a Machine Soldier's match point.
Yeah. Not a single attacking round for qvG so far. Less than ideal. Absolutely less than ideal.
I mean,
like this is some like pro tier 1 analysis. Not winning an attacking round is not good. True. Especially on a map like Chalet, where, attackers does tend to be a bit more even with the defensive side. So when you're not winning any of these rounds, it definitely can be very, very... it's maleficial, to say the least. Machine Soldiers.
Pretty beneficial, If you win a round, it's pretty beneficial to your win. I think we can all agree to that, yeah?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. If it went in, it would have been a goal.
True.
If going to the bar.
No, true. If you won that gunfight, you'd have won that round.
Facts. Like, see, this is the type of analysis that you don't get anywhere else. Talent League truly is the pinnacle of just big brain. 2,000 IQ statements from the casters.
2 million IQ.
2 million, 2 billion IQ.
2 trillion IQ.
How far? 2 quadrillion IQ? Is that even possible?
2 zeptillion? Is that a thing?
I don't know. Hold on. Right, you start casting. I'll check if zeptillion is.
Very important information. But you can see the Machine Soldiers are going back to bar and... Wait, are they going back or is it the first time? Regardless, my Goldfish memory cannot answer this. They're going to bar and gaming here. I think they might have gone there for the first round that they defended, which Creeds, I think, yes, he 1v2 clutched from above. Or it might have been just not a 1v2 clutch from above. One person 1v2 clutch from above to win out the round for Machine Soldiers, which honestly was the closest round that qvG have got to a round win. And they're going back to this site. So if there's any rap or any site that qvG has a chance to win, it has to be this one here. Goody is going to be trying to take control of trophy there, while the rest of the players are going to repel on to that Solarium window, see as much as possible. And oh my god, GNX, if you just knew how close you were, mate, you could getting so many freebies. But they don't have wall hacks, which is a good thing. And Adrian, another good thing, gets a pick on Goody. We did say how well he becomes in these last few rounds. He powers up, becomes Super Saiyan or something like that, because even if he's not playing well in these last few closing rounds, he starts going nuclear. And he's not going as big as he did on Villa a few rounds ago, but he is getting those initial impactful frags. And Goody, another first death, and that adds that counter as Googie dies to discount, and a 5v3 situation. It's not looking very good for Machine Soldiers. Wait, it is looking very good for Machine Soldiers. It's not looking very good for qvG.
Yeah, well, like you say, doesn't look good for qvG. Pit is able to get the refrag onto discount, but they're still at 1-man disadvantage. This shield has not been cleared either. That lets GNX play really close up these stairs. He might be looking to get a pick. Flashbang comes out, and he's actually going to rotate into the library. Maybe prepping a run out? No, I would say probably not. Are they aware that he's crossed, though? I don't think qvG actually know. This could be very dangerous. Obviously, qvG, they were 6-4 down last time. They were able to clutch it up and bring it to overtime before winning 8-7. Can they do it again? It does not look likely. But if there's any players we know can clutch this out, it's Pit, it's Kex, especially as F2. Grenade prepped. And it's thrown, but actually it's dropped on the floor, and Kex, he swings, does take down GNX, but still, that's a heavy disadvantage. Den, he's playing inside a fireplace. He does not want to give him it, and nor does Creed. Takes down Kex. F2, we've seen you in clutches before, buddy, but can you bring this one across? The intel is there, but Yellow Pings also come through. Pre-fire round, and Den gets taken out. 2 players left to find for F2 and Creed. He's close. Adrian, he's a bit further away over in blue. F2, the world's against him right now. If he just gets swung, he might do it, but no! It's another just not there. F2. And that's GH. F2, you've got to feel so bad for the man.
Not his day.
Oh,
just not his day.
My goodness. He knew where he was as well, but was not quite able to land the flick. So unfortunate. Oh,
I mean,
my god.
After that, the only thing I can say is always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Getting so close, not once, not twice, 3 times in a 1v3 plus situation. He brings it down to a 1v1 and chokes it at the very last possible second.
Do you want to know the worst thing as well?
Yeah, go on.
If he wins those 3 clutches, it's instead 7-4 to qvG.
We'd be singing his praises. F2, the next 3 day in the making, winning so many clutches. Machine Soldiers are tilted on their mind. qvG winning this in a 2-0 fashion. That could have been the alternate reality, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
But unfortunately for qvG fans and qvG players themselves, that is not the case. And we are going to go all the way to map 3 on Coastline. But of course, you know how it is. Quick 10-minute break, team. We'll be right back.
Down here in Classical Hall, he is probably going to come into contact with the first player, which
wow,
he grabs Freeze.
Then he's close, then he's close.
Is right to his right, and I swear to God, if
Critical
ends up winning this,
no way, what?
It's a 2v1 clutch from Critical, and you got to be joking me. He first.
See, Monty's actually a really good operator. If you are good at playing Monty, he is a very effective operator. If you're not a kill-hungry operator, Monty is a very good one to. And he's going to just get straight in and sticking that plant down in the first 30 seconds. And I'm not sure that Humble have actually even cottoned on that's what happened. Plant is back, but not too far back. Lion is going to stop defenders from moving. I don't see the defense winning this at all. 5 versus 2, 5 versus 1, 5 versus 0.
Just need to give away the Diana Gemini code. He's gonna walk himself over that window, trying to distract him a little bit. 50% damage left to him, and he managed to get 1 kill with the pistol. Moving over the second. No! He's so close, and the Discount gets 2 kills somehow. But finally, Andrea manages to pick off someone else, and then someone like Discount. He's in the main lobby. He's in the lobby. He doesn't manage to get another one. Almost gets Alekis as well.
As I later, there's another kill going this way. Phil is gonna do a big rotate from kitchen into the hallway, grabbing Discount in the process. Freeze is actually picked up again by Phil. They knew he was there, and they still can't kill him behind this wall area, behind the wall. Usually where the mirror would go if she was there. Split is able to get Coxie, and he gets another. That is crazy.
Very quickly as we can hear utility being placed. Hatch is getting opened, walls getting opened up, but a cheeky flank here from Aruni is going to manage to drop Adrian, and that is a very important. He's not necessarily going to get any more picks from it, but he is going to make the attackers think twice, or at least you think it would make the attackers think twice. But the plant is going down, but it's going to get stopped. Fantastic play from Alex, who comes in clutch with the triple kill. He's just got to defuse it down.
That was fair because look, both Den and Discount, they're very low on HP, but he does get spotted out as he shoots the drone. Discount is going to start going for that plant. It's all on Den to make sure that Alex has managed to kill him. As Den loses the shot, Alex gets that first kill. Alex with the second kill, he manages to get an ace clutch for his team.
Take top floor control now, but as I say, we have a little refrag and bloodbath.
They have the smoke, they have the mute. The mute does have a nitro, so the smoke does have 2 grenade cannons with such low HP, but there goes a kill in RH's favor. He's playing so well in this map, but he's not playing good enough. Ducky, and Ducky does get the kill, the very last kill with smoke and to clutch out the
really tough, but I do agree Smoke is that operator where you want someone that does not crack under pressure and possibly get things back into their favor, and RH gets a nice little cheeky kill to that window on Blue Bar, and bloodbaths are ensuing. That was another
run-in is actually going to prevent it from ship. He does run Echo out. I think he does do a little bit of chip damage. RH, well, now he's taking the position of falling, has gotten a more introduction. It's a good round from RH.
They're gonna hold the hallway down. They're gonna hold the rotate down. There's the rotate, and he's gonna swing in, but oh goody, hello? Why would you swing it like that? Now it's a 2v1. There is now has to be no cover from the plant. It's just swinging, and now they're gonna chaotic. How do you win that?
Oh! My CA getting this Blakey, nothing's landing on it.
Good night. ERX strikes true. It takes down F2 off the smoke. He is down. I don't think he'll get revived. So Ruby though with the double kill onto the Vine. Now Salvage episode Ruby to find some sort of miracle, chaotic sneak attack. If they are missing each other, he's gonna jump out, and now his position is known. He catches the Iana though. Perfect timing from him too. And now he's playing from above, which means his position is unwinnable. He has to go for an attempt, but chaotic jumps out. This is probably not the best move. He will not be able to stick it. The grenade goes in, it's too late, and now he's gonna swing out, and he's gonna get the kill. And that is a what?
Rooney goes down off the board here, but Frozen getting picked off by Blakey. Rooney looking for another. Rooney getting picked off by
Well, let's take it in. Blakey coming out with taking down Ravage and Frozen, but Kano is going to get taken out. Blakey puts now the firm one onto Chile, making a 4 onto Fire.
Bodies right now.
1 more to go. Can Blakey find the ace onto Sinem?
Yes, he can!
And Super Mighty Guardians are your first Talent League champions.
Zamax, they take the impressive win and claim the title of
And with
Talent
that,
League.
Noetic are your Season 3 champions.
That's it, folks. Noetic are your back-to-back Talent
What a
League
shocker! Noetic have now won 3 Talent League champions.
Machine Soldiers are your Season 6 Talent League champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this exciting matchup between Machine Soldiers and qvG, all the way to map 3. Who would have guessed? One of the two best teams clashing against each other. It goes all the way to 3 maps. Almost like we've seen something basically the same happen in Champ Series when these two teams fought. It went all the way to map 3. Only difference is we're going to Coastline. Alright? And let me tell you one, Coastline is a bag of mystery. No one ever knows what's going to happen on it. It's always something weird because it's Coastline. It's a frag-heavy map. It depends a lot on certain things. And a team who's horrible at Coastline, for some reason, will just pop off on Coastline because it's Coastline. Because it is Coastline. All right? It is Coastline. All right?
Yes.
And they're going to go straight into Coastline right after this message before Coastline. I'm saying Coastline a lot. But what I was going to say is, of course, once again, TLR6 Season 7 Open Invite Series. Qualifiers are open. Join now, ladies and gentlemen. Make a team with your dad, with your mom, with your uncle, your auntie, with your 7 kids. Well, you can't play with all of them, but it'll be good subs. But make a team. Join the qualifiers. There's nothing to lose. It'll be so fun. Do it right now. Okay, anyways, into the game.
Oh my god. Where did the 7 kids come from? Well, I mean, that's a question for another. No.
Uncooked. You see, when a mama bird and a daddy bird love each other
right,
very much.
Okay, well, this is Yaga Solo Cast. I'm out, everyone. Bye. I'll
Alright.
be out.
Trippin Production,
see you
it's your
next
time
week.
to come in. Your first ever original cast. Uncooked is gone. He left. Oh my god, now that, ladies and gentlemen, is absolute peak comedy. But as Uncooked goes to refresh himself, we are gonna watch over these bans. He's even coming back. He's not here. He's gone. I'm looking at the thing. Oh, he's back. He's back. Okay, thank god. Flores banned. Thank god. Something natural. Osa banned. Very aggressive op on a very aggressive map. Makes sense. Never seen it before, but makes sense in my head, so we'll roll with it. Alright? Second ban, expecting to see a Valkyrie ban because a Valk on Coastline is like trying to... You know what? Let's keep this PG. I'm not going to finish that sentence. But expecting a Valkyrie ban to come out right about here, and that's exactly what we get. As for this last ban...
As if this cast wasn't already un-PG enough.
Well, you're the one who asked the question, alright?
No.
So I don't see any problems.
We're gonna move on from that.
Mira ban. Mira. Yay!
Mira and Valkyrie, the only defenders banned at all in this series. Oh yeah, I cannot read. You know what? Maybe I do need my glasses on after all.
Yeah, put them back on.
Might be a good idea. Right, Coastline. I'm going to head to Penthouse Theatre first off. qvG, they're starting on the defence. We do have a general theme that whichever team starts on the defence or so far has lost the map. So Machine Soldiers, they might be looking to pull off the reverse sweep here. Obviously, that is some very bogus statistics. Do not actually take that as fact.
Analyst, T1 analyst here?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Ubisoft, I was going to say I don't know why you haven't signed me, but then I realised that don't you have to be 18 to to do any of that tier 1 stuff. Anyway, my age aside, Penthouse Theatre, what do you think about this site? Because
I think it is a very lovely site, and we should not judge a site by its defending or attacking percentage. I think that's a politically correct answer.
Okay. Well, I mean, either way, since the rework, it has gotten a lot better in favour of defenders.
It has. Just aside, yeah, it has.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just focused because that part about the 70 kids is going to come up on stream, and...
Are you waiting?
Someone in chat, you're probably going to clip it anyways. I need to clip this as well, so, you know, Uncooked, you left me on a solo cast for a few seconds. I think this one's on you.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Anyway, we are seeing Tachanka. A fairly interesting lineup from the defense, actually, qvG. They're bringing this Tachanka, that's F2 along this one. Actually, nearly takes down qvG, but yeah, Goyo as well. Kex bringing that one along. The Vector, I'm assuming. Yeah, okay, thank God he's not throwing the TCSG, otherwise I would pull my hair out. The Vector, very strong weapon. That is one of the reasons, actually, why Mira is so strong as well. Obviously, her gadget is absolutely insane, but the Vector, it can rip heads off of shoulders so very easily. Pit as well, he's now getting very aggressive out here over on the hookah side. See, Coastline is a very small map, so it's not technically that far away from the site, despite being at the other end of the building. We've been saying, very frag-heavy map, and this title will get taken out through this site. It has seen a lot more defensive prowess, I guess you could say, especially due to the addition of that external wall on VIP instead of there being the window. It really adds a lot of depth that you can use as defenders, and that is why it is primarily used. It has become one of the, if not primary, definitely secondary site inside a Coastline, taking favour over some sites like Kitchen or even the Bar. And that's the thing about Coastline as well. Every site can be a primary if you want it to.
True. A site for each of the 7 kids, some would say.
But
well, there's only 4 sites.
Yeah, but some of them in share. I'm sure there's not going to be a house with seven rooms. So, but we were getting so sidetracked. I feel so bad for the teams and casting. It's been such an intense game so far, and it's completely ruined the mood. Pitt, he gets that first pick on the discount, and this man, he's going to be on a tear.
qvG.
He's not going to let his team go on. qvG as well. He jumps out to get the Selma charges.
It's a power move, honestly.
It is a power move. You jump out from the breach to stop the breach from being opened even further. You know, if that isn't a power move, I have no idea what it is. But regardless of that, it is a 4v3 right now in the. Never mind, 3v3. Nice, easy hipfire headshot, all skill, nothing else required. Pick. Next time, just aim at the head, buddy. But regardless of that, these were my kills. Oh my god, causing so much.
He didn't even clear the shield. No way.
That is welcome to Wamai, and why Wamai plus Jaeger is very, very broken, and you need someone to clear stuff for you. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is a lesson in competitive siege. That shield is gonna stay on 90 uncontested. Creed's gonna take a lot of damage. In a 3v situation, you do not want to be the first one to fall. 35 seconds left, and there's not one, there's another shield on top of his penthouse bed. This push from MS is going to be completely shut down. The Tachanka's still alive. And how many Shumika launchers does he have? 14. If this plant even attempts to go down, which I don't think it will, considering that qvG gets that second frag, it looks very unlikely that there's going to be any instance in which machine soldiers manage to win this round. But Adrian on this flank, never mind. It's gonna. I was afraid I was gonna cast curse again. But
yeah, I heard you like ready to like you were building yourself up to be like, oh, never mind, but then nothing. He just got.
I think it's because I was inviting the caster's curse. I was inviting it. I wanted it to happen, so it didn't happen. So it was just like a massive fu. It's like, you wanted to be caster curse? Lol. Good luck, lol. And sure, you know, it was interesting. It's very I still, even though Coastline, the change happened a season ago, or almost 2 seasons ago, I think, almost now, it's I haven't seen much of it. I haven't seen much of the penthouse site and now the many different variations of it. Now that just because of the lack of Coastline being played, or my well, if in the break between a bit of context, right? In the break between these maps, we were talking about the maps, and I thought it was Clubhouse, and then Uncooked when it's Dubhouse, and I was like, "Do you mean Coast House?" And basically, it's just gone full circle. It probably no one probably cares. All right, it doesn't matter. But
well, we found it funny.
We found it funny, right?
We're running the show, so you know, like
true.
Who cares about the viewers? Like,
exactly. Chippen hates all the viewers. He tells me all the time. So
yeah, he especially complains. Like, hold on, if I look in the chat, oh yeah, you know, he especially hates that guy.
Yep. That guy who's chatting right there. You know who you are. You know who you are.
5 seconds left.
But he did say that he will forgive you if you Twitch Prime. Too talented. He did say that. So, ladies and gents, you know, I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot the messenger, alright? You know, Twitch Prime and he'll forgive you. You right there in chat, you know who you are.
Yeah.
And if you don't know who you are, then it's probably you. So, you should
if you don't know who you are, then he doubly hates you because you're not even aware.
True. Give it a fat 3 months. You know, give it a year subscription, alright? Talent League is here to stay, baby. And why don't you join today? Supporting it, of course.
And also pay us money.
True. Oh, but qvG discount is gonna... Please. Okay, well, as you're waffling, discount is gonna walk into Sunrise and get that first pick.
It didn't even take any damage.
I don't understand. You know, sometimes Kex was just Keck Wing around in sight, but this vertical hole is actually being spotted. And honestly, discount could go for a very, very easy nade kill here if he just decides to go for it. But he's waiting on it for just a little bit longer as Goody. An aggressive swing onto Hookah Balcony does not work out for him, but this angle from Adrian being held so close, F2 takes a little bit of damage. At 5v3, this round is looking much better for the side of Machine Soldiers.
Yeah, Goody, he's below.
Yep,
he's able to get that kill. GNX with full Creed. He takes down F2. Now it's going to need to be an ace 1v4 clutch for qvG. And he just dances around the pillar. Game of cat and mouse with Discount, the Yana there. But Discount wins it out. A bit of a dance and a trance inside the Sunrise, as we can see from that replay. But Machine Soldiers, they get that round. We're equaled up 1-1. It's not going to be a breakaway in terms of the lead just yet.
I'm just still flabbergasted about the 7 kids still. So, anyways, we're gonna be going into the third round.
I'm never gonna live that down.
No, you're never gonna live that down. By the way, Trippin, I did get that clip and I did download it and I gonna accidentally post it into the chat. Oopsie. Oh no, how did this happen, guys? The 7 kids clip is in chat so randomly. How did this happen?
Oopsie poopsie.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What if it accidentally found this way on the Talent League Twitter? Oh no.
Oh,
Now
no.
that would be a shame, wouldn't it be?
That would be.
Bomb located by attackers.
We're getting so sidetracked here. I feel like we should be sticking to the focus a bit more.
Yeah.
All right.
Trippin will beat us if we don't follow the script, okay?
Forget about the 7 kids, all right? Forget about them.
Stop.
Right now,
Stop
it's all about
freestyling.
qvG and Machine Soldiers. 1-1 on the board. Googie is going onto this Oryx. We've seen this off pick from him a few times over these last 2 maps, and usually, actually, we haven't seen him really pop off on it. But if there ever was a map to pop off on Oryx, it is Coastline, which is probably the best Oryx map. Correct me if I'm wrong. I can't think of any other map. Like maybe Villa, but considering Coastline and how it's the new changes and stuff, which I don't think change the pace of Oryx too much, but just the sheer mobility and the rotation factor you get from playing Oryx is so good. But, you know, we don't have to talk about that T5 SMG user because the other one in Goody gets that first pick onto discount.
Yeah, we have seen a general trend so far. If you get the opening pick, you are far more likely to win the round on Coastline. It's an 100% translation rate. So this puts qvG in good stead. However, now that I've said that, they probably will end up losing this round. Now that I've said that, nobody knows. Googie, actually, the other T5, like you said, is now going to be popping off. And Pit just not able to find the wall bang through onto the VIP wall. Looks like he's going to be rotating back around through the penthouse.
Oh my god.
Try and get it. qvG, he's not quite got that angle. It's so close every time.
Disgusting.
Not quite. Yeah, qvG, he's back on his form, by the way. 5-1, and we've only seen... well, we're in the 3rd round right now. So, yeah, he's back. It's just going to start feeling like he never left. Oh, Adrian, goodbye, my friend. Oh, my lord. And now Creed, he might be able to catch this rotation down from CCTV, but actually he's going to look the other way. There's pressure elsewhere, and Goody, he's got a second for himself as well as he peeks down through the lobby. Now GNX, he's got a 1 versus 5 to win, and it's not going to be a flawless as he takes down Pit. That's the first, but it might be the last, and it will. Kex closes it out here. Not quite a flawless round, but it was pretty darn close. What an amazing round. You can still say that about it. For qvG, the swings and momentum inside of Coastline right now are absolutely ridiculous. Jagger, I'm just going to say that right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, Adrian, but you got smoked so hard, bro.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think you could even be mad at that. I was just, you know what? Sometimes when you die, you just gotta fair play. All right, and that's exactly what happened. And the quad kill from the T5 SMG, the 2 from Goody, 2 from Googie, the goo comp. I don't like the goo combo. Sounds suspect, but the T5 combo is what won them the round, let's just say. But they're gonna attempt to go to Blue Bar and Sunrise now, qvG. That means they've gone on a rotation of every single site. They went Penthouse, they won, they went into Hookah, they lost, they went Kitchen, they won, and now they're attempting Blue Bar.
Yeah. So wait, we have seen every site now, because that was a kitchen defense, wasn't it? Or am I might just be yeah. So because wait, hold on, I've just confused myself now. I'm gonna stop talking before I confuse myself even more. qvG, he's on 2 kills per round right now, and it's actually exactly that number every round. He has gotten 2 kills, so the average living up to its name right now. But
2 kill Andy.
Yeah, he's 2k Andy, but over a lot of those rounds, definitely adds
Wait a second. Was that a multi-drone I just saw in the kitchen drone hole? Who on the side of Machine Soldiers has given away a drone? And who has given away that life?
No.
Then you're the hard reach, man.
That's a spawn peak C4. We've seen that happen a couple times here in Talent League, but certainly hasn't been used in a while. In fact, I think Machine Soldiers traumatized qvG with that same spawn peak last time they Blade. Yeah, I am going to have to quickly check that because I could just be talking out of my rear end. Let's try and see.
So many flashes being tossed.
Yes, I am. Well, I'm pretty sure we have seen Machine Soldiers do that, and actually, while I've been looking up these stats, it's now 4 versus 2. Creed's able to take down F2, but before that it was 3 straight kills for qvG, and that's going to be another kill for them as well. Goody takes down GNX. Now Creed, he's going to have to ace clutch to win this again.
He is in sight, but Diffuser is cold elsewhere, and
yeah.
Guess what, buddy? You can't really do anything. And the site holes are being opened up by the Oryx, which makes me believe that they are aware that he is playing somewhere in the site, or at least have some kind of information. And now they definitely have the information. But Pit, he's not been winning his gunfights so far. He dies, but Kreese is on such low HP. In a 1v3, this looks almost impossible. He does have the time, but he does not have the diffuser. He has a sight, but the Oryx with the holes above, any second now he's gonna get shot. Somehow, some way, somehow the mine misses. Goody. That shots, but he's on 1 HP. The whipping is real. Somehow, Kreese is not dead, but Goody finally finishes the job off. I was getting worried for a second. I'm like, you guys good? You guys are whipping so much. The Pokeball comes out and the pre-fire.
Yeah, I mean, Kreese had the LMG, so he can afford to just use those bullets. That's what they're there for. But yeah, an interesting gunfight to close out the round, definitely, to say the least. The amount of whiffs happening there were, I'm not gonna say sus, but kind of sus, you know?
Go do aim labs, boys. Come on, it's map 3. If you're not warmed up by now, you know, when are you gonna be warmed up? You know what I mean? So, jokes aside, I think Machine Soldiers were trying to do a take into Aquarium and the floor below it, which I always forget the name of. Reception, I think. Is that Reception? It might not be Reception. I'm sorry. It's a room right below Aquarium. Office. It's called Office. Reception is the main area, obviously. But Office, they burned a lot of ADSs. They broken the shield, but they did not get the upstairs control they needed. And it was Googie as well as Pit, I think, the 2 players who were just on a tear upstairs and got kill after kill after kill after kill after that initial C4 spawn peak. It was basically lights out before the round even started once you lost your hard breach.
Yeah. I don't think Den will be falling victim to that one again. Definitely not.
Yeah, he definitely won't be. Right, guys? Right?
Right, guys?
Let me just, wait, where's my script? I know I have a script around here somewhere. Maybe just have a look, okay? Okay, so, let's see, round 5 on coastline. Nope, no spawn peak. No spawn peak here.
Page 32. Oh, thank you. See, because I was looking a bit further on in this script. Thank you, thank you, Trippin. Yeah. Okay, no spawn peak. At least not with the C4. No spawn peak. Kex is trying, but you know.
No spawn.
This is what happens when you go off script. You don't get any kills.
Exactly. And of course, as you guys know, if you do not act exactly the script that you are given, you will not be paid your £1 billion that Trippin has promised the actors, of course. So these guys, they better be sticking to the script here. But regardless of that little tidbit of actually true information, you can see here that Machine Soldiers, they've pushed themselves into the kitchen here. They have a lot of the information from the drones above, shooting a bunch of utility. And I don't think they're aware of this person playing instead of Blue Bar, but maybe they are because Discount.
Nah,
now that would have been insane. But speaking of insane, Pit insanely gets the first pick onto Adrian again. This Adrian, he has been a player to be losing on these first. He's been the person to die first a lot in this entire series, not just.
He's having a rough one, to say the least.
I mean, Benny is alive. He's doing a lot of work, but he needs to stay alive. So that's the problem.
Like the BGs.
Yeah, like the guy you just said. Okay. Anyways. Sorry, reference went over my head, so we just move on. But
Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. Surely you know Staying Alive.
Staying Alive.
Yeah, that one. Pit actually goes for a run out.
Oh, Pit's not alive. Pit's not alive because he jumped out and died.
Yeah, he's not staying alive, and neither's Gucci as Discount takes him down. It was an interesting choice to go for that run out. He was injured outside for quite a bit. Now Creed, he's pushing in to Billiards. He's going to be pushing around into Aqua as well. F2! The drone just baits him a little bit. Kex does get a refrag onto GNX, but it's still man-advantage Machine Soldiers. They are looking to get their second round. Goody taking down low as well as Creed gets that one. Kex, he's now 1 versus 3. The pre-fires come through. He's not able to find it. Creed's with 3, and that's going to be Machine Soldiers with their second round of Coastline. They might be able to get the equal half here, or qvG, they could get the 4-2. It's close. It's getting so close. I like it and I don't like it, and I'm stressed and I'm not stressed.
My voice does not like it. It's going.
That's true. Fact.
But I don't want to say that qvG threw that, but Pit. Sometimes when you have the man advantage, I think it is better to stay on site and do nothing. Yes, maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm not a T4 player, so I don't know. Maybe there was some hidden meaning to that. Maybe they was trying to time it with someone else to get a double run out for a guaranteed kill, and if the man advantage, it would be 4-3. So it's still would have been good, but regardless, I think he maybe just got a bit too greedy. And honestly, I don't want to see. It's so weird to say he's 4-5 and he's underperforming, quote unquote. But he just is. Pit is a player who drops so many kills every single map, going positive, always drops at least double digits. Most games goes up to 15 kills. So the fact that he's only 4-5 after 5 rounds, I mean, he's died every single round and only got a kill in 4 of them, which honestly, it's not a bad stat, right? But you just, from a player of his caliber, you just expect a bit more.
Yeah. The thing is, as well, is that with that, any player technically, especially on Pit's roles as a Jaeger, if they're going negative, you could class them as being underperforming.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, on the rest of his team... Oh no, not again, Denny. The script says no! The script says no! You're not allowed to do this!
Oh, they actually so aware. Oh, I got caught.
Alright, fine. Thank God. Thank God the script is accurate. The script is accurate. Alright, everyone, get off the panic stations. It's fine. The script is still accurate. You did not die from the C4 spawn pig.
Yeah. Good attempt by Kex, but not quite the full toss. Is it? Like I said, got caught on the plant pot. Creed's, he's still taken down a little bit, but with that thinker in play, he's going to get his HP up fairly quickly now. He's still cautious of the possibility of a run out. It's Adrian, he's up here on top floor in VIP. He might not be able to actually take down Pit. It'll look close for a second, but he's going to just rotate away. Fairly exposed positions now inside of most of the map, especially inside that blue bar with that gap onto square being opened, and also GNX opening up these vertical walls. There is really not much you can actually even sit safely as a defender.
Yep, and just to keep in mind, the last time that qvG went into kitchen, they were running the double T5 SMG combo upstairs. Googie has swapped off from that Oryx play into a Melusi, and they seem to just be like pausing on the aggression altogether. But as I say that, 2 players on qvG step up and they've gone into pillars and hookah, just trying to deny as much map control as possible from the side of Machine Soldiers, make them feel uncomfortable trying to get these vertical holes open. And who knows, maybe Kex can even get the pick on this Buck who's opening these floors above. But so far he seems uninterested. I mean, I don't even know. Oh, that's why, because they have someone watching it from 90 corridor. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. But he could, of course, go for this wall bang. And if he is lucky enough, if he has a bit of that dream luck, some would say, he gets that. But no, look at that. Adrian, he goes off at the worst time. Oh my god. Okay.
Shots coming through will warn him of that position. And the rest of the players have rotated away. It's not going to happen. The grenade has come through. Guji not quite being taken down. And GNX putting some pressure the other way onto Kex. Still nothing coming of it. Kex actually taking a lot of damage, and that's Guji and Kex taken down both at the same time. Like a bowling ball through Skittles, Machine Soldiers have taken out a lot of the qvG defenders. Goody takes down one. I think that was on reverse vertical. Pit with one as well. But Goody, he's so low. It doesn't matter though. Pit, he's on a tear right now. 6-5. We said we wanted him to show up, and he has in round 6. At the most opportune moment, Discount is there with a refrag. With Goody as low as he is, it's looking dangerous for qvG. F2 might have to clutch up again, and there it is, 1 versus 2 now. He downs one. Is he aware? He sure he must be. The camera is on him, and now 8 seconds. All he needs to do is hold on. All he needs to do is not get aggressive. No! The body block! Oh my god, F2, you've got to be kidding me. He's so unlucky. That's got to be the 4th time.
Oh my god. He would not have had time to plant the goo mine in his leg. The body block.
The body block.
Even in death. Who was that? Was that no, it wasn't Adrian. It was Denny? Discount?
Yeah.
Even in death, his death was not in vain. Wait, doesn't make sense. You know what I mean.
He didn't even die. That's the thing.
Human drone shield. Saved the yellow, everything. It was completely fine. I mean, also, we could be looking at a very different round. If Adrian just had that finger boost as well, he could have finger boosted himself to lose the Legion Mind. He could have finger boosted his Iana. She would have gotten back up. And in that sense, that would have been a much easier round. But unfortunately for him, no finger boost remaining. In a 1v1, you have a Legion Man in your foot. There's 5 seconds left. The smoke knows what's happening. He tries to run out the door. Gets body blocked because of Iana's thick head. Alright, her meaty head poking out from the floor, just making sure that smoke is not able to walk through those doors. And that is how you win. Honestly, that's one of the funniest rounds I think I've seen. The funniest outcomes of a round 1.
Yeah, I mean, even though it's F2 again, you do have to feel sorry for him. At this point, it's I don't know, man. So difficult.
That's a clip. If that doesn't make it in the clips of the week, I don't know what will, because that is actually amazing. I wonder if anything like that has ever happened in Siege competitive scene before. Right? Gotta wonder, like, it's such a specific set of circumstances. Right?
Yeah.
3 seconds left, diffuser's on the ground, he drops with all his teammate. It's so specific. If anyone else in chat knows of something similar like this to ever happen, please type it, or please send a link to it in Talent League General, or just DM it to me, Jaeger 1001. But start promoting aside, we're going to be going on to this next round. There's a 3v split, and of course, Machine Soldiers, they've gone to hookah first. This was the only site, or this was one of the sites that they won, that qvG did not end up going back to. So they're going to be defending it first. Obviously very confident on these hookah angles, both on attack and defender sided. And they seem to be applying a lot of pressure below as well, making sure that they don't lose kitchen control or bar control. You can see these angles being held. Jolan shot out from lobby. Information gained for the side of qvG and gained for the side of Machine Soldiers, as they can kind of guess as to what kind of push is coming out from them.
Yeah, minute has been burned out. And again, not much happened. Goody whiffs on a default cam.
It's an inside joke that my friends have where they miss the default cam. They say the camera's moving, I can't shoot it. It's a bit of an inside joke. If you know, you know, right? But
and now we all know. Thank you, Mr.
I spread it.
Mr. Jaeger,
right.
Man.
Yep. There you go, Gatland.
Yes.
But anyways, 5v5. A minute 30 left on the clock. It looks like qvG have gotten control of this VIP area. They've opened up some vertical holes, or that might have just been this. I think that was just a C4 from below trying to kill him. So they're smartly deciding maybe they want to go for an Aqua take, but guess what? There is another person playing below inside of Aqua, and he might actually have a pre-placed C4 exactly as he walks in. But no, he doesn't. He just has a foothold, and that's good enough. But Googie gets a kill elsewhere onto Discount, who has been probably the star player of that last round with that incredible body block with down. And it leaves it in square 4v4. And, you know, if I was a Sledge, you need to be a bit careful of not overextending. He's going to start crouching up 2 ways here. Are any of the defenders aware of this? It looks like it is GNX. He is aware of someone playing there. Now he definitely is. He does win that first fight. Does he expect the second? It doesn't matter. Den gets that second pick, and no one's there to refrag. It's a 2v2 right now. Den picks up his second. It's a 1v1. Adrian, the first blood, who always dies first. There's 25 seconds left. Googie has all the time in the world to fake the bomb plant. Can he win out this round? He goes for the second attempt. No C from the hands of Adrian. He's going to have to go for this gunplay. They're neck and neck next to each other. Googie, he doesn't manage to get the bomb down. Adrian, like I said, when he doesn't die first, he's a round winner. And if that doesn't mean he's a round winner, I don't know what does. Winning a 1v1 in a very important round. This is the round that decides the momentum of the game. 4-3 to Machine Soldiers as they take the lead for the first time in this game.
Yeah. And like you say, Adrian, his impact is undeniable when he's alive at the end of the round. But, I mean, how often does that happen? Like, realistically, we haven't seen it happen that much until we get to the very end of the game. So Adrian being bit more cautious, having a better positioning now early here on Coastline. qvG, they might be in for it. Remember, they did not win a single attacking round on Chalet. It's been since map 1 Villa.
Oh, true. It's been a
since
long
they
time
won
since
an attacking round. So, you know, they've got to get something going here quickly, otherwise they are in trouble.
True. I mean, I wouldn't be too fussed just about now. It's Coastline, and that was only one round we witnessed. That was 1v1, really, really close. So I don't doubt that they'll be able to win a few rounds at least. Yet, not yet until they win the whole map even. So don't worry about it if you're a qvG fan. Especially since Googie is on top form. As long as Pitch starts picking it up a little bit more, I feel like qvG are in a very, very good spot to still win out this game. F2. I don't know, losing that 1v3 3 times in a row, man. I think his mental is a bit done in. 1 and 5 this game. Hasn't really had the impact that he usually has on these kind of matches. But maybe he's just not had the opportunity yet. You know, like I said, it's very difficult to say. But on the side of Machine Soldiers, so even 3, 5, 6, 6, 5. And the entire team squad is playing together as they're playing this.
Okay, well, F2, you cast it, I guess.
Yep, I said, you know, F2 picks up his second kill. But then
he's doubled his kill count. Woo!
Let's
go.
Oh, goody. Oh, goody! He's back. I thought he died, but maybe we got wallbang perhaps. Oh, he picks up the kill as well on the discount. Oh no. That's a yikes. Oh, and Hex as well picks up that kill. Adrian, though, he's gonna have to go huge here. His position's revealed because he jumps out the window. And now, in a 1v4, basically. Sorry, 2v4 still. But the 1v4, as the other person has been revealed. Adrian, he needs to get back to sight someone, buddy. You need to get healed by those corner stations. You need this HP now more than ever in a 2v4 situation. Goody, he's gonna get healed up. No, he can't because the actual only pick of the team has no other finger. So he's gonna be stuck on low HP. It is still very doable for the side of Machine Soldiers. They still have the smoke grenades for that sledge. And equally on the other side, you know, qvG still have those nades. They still have all 4 nades. Well, they could have had 6, but since Googie is dead, they have still all 4 nades. They have 6 flashes. They can easily burn through any kind of, you know, Bomai or Jaegers. But look on the side of Machine Soldiers not bringing anything. These nades can run havoc if they have the information. And, you know, it doesn't really matter at that point because Kex picks up that first kill and it's a 1v4 Adrian. He's going to have to go absolutely huge. And like I said, the nades go insane in his sight. But he didn't manage to get one, but not more than that, as F2, who I said was having a quiet game, shuts me up straight away.
Yeah.
Almost like he can hear me. Is this part of the script? Page
Probably.
number 42, I would assume, because it's been a few rounds.
No, it's 41.
Right.
41.
41, yeah. What does it say? Yep. Caster insults F2. F2 goes huge with a 2 to 3k this round. To shut the caster, this makes good caster curse Omega lol. Alright, I think I followed this pretty well.
Yeah, sorry. I hadn't quite read that to the fullest, obviously, with all the internet issues. I just had to skim read the script a little bit. I didn't quite catch every detail, but let's see. If we just look at this next round now, I'm gonna leak the script, guys. I'm gonna leak it.
Ooh, a leak.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
So,
yep.
Script says.
Defenders, protect your bombs
spawn peak. First of all, this is a spawn peak, and then every kill after that goes towards qvG. So qvG end up taking their round.
What page is this on? Because I'm not seeing it. Is this like 40, an extended bonus?
42. I think you probably skipped over to 44.
42. Wait, why do I don't have a page 44? I think someone tore my page 42 out. Oh, that's unlucky.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Oh, it also says here, just underneath that, Jaeger smells.
What? Okay, that must be fake. Alright, that 42 does not exist. You're lying to me. This is anarchy. Absolute anarchy. But
yeah.
Imagine if he gets spawn kill now, and imagine if your prediction comes true. I think
it's not a prediction. I'm reading the script. I'm reading the script. Yeah. Look at it.
Oh wait, no, wait. You can't do this.
The script, Trippin, you're too good at writing these scripts, man. Discount.
The script, your script reading is false. Oh, page 42. I see page 42 now. It was just after page 41. Silly me. I skipped to page 44, like you said. Discount gets huge with the first kill. He gets the second kill, and qvG end up.
Yeah, I said every other kill because it said 1 to 2. Yeah. It said 1 to 2. So I was like, I thought I'd take a chance.
I think it's Trippin's fault. His handwriting's pretty bad. It's pretty difficult to understand sometimes.
Yeah.
Right. But anyways, I think
it still definitely
says,
does say Jagger smells.
I don't know about that one. Maybe it says Jagger W. I might say that. But anyways, it looks like qvG is gonna get one more kill. They're gonna trade 1 kill to 1 kill, and it's gonna be a 4-man alive at the end for Machine. That's what my script says.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Okay, well, just have to see see what happens. Obviously, we love we have magic paper here. It's like, you know, in Harry Potter where like the newspapers have like moving pictures on them. Yep. It's the same sort of thing. Like the script can update in real time. Trippin, I can hear him furiously typing away, trying to edit this script to make us look like morons.
Wait, my pages are changing? Whoa, my pages are changing. It says that G and X will get a kill, get another kill, and oh, look at that! Exactly what I said happened.
It's trading out. Wow.
Yeah,
but you said four person live, yeah, so only 3. So.
Yeah, but Trippin changed the script at the end just to mess with me. Obviously, silly Trippin.
Trippin, come on now.
Come on, you don't have to change the script to make it seem like it's legit. We all know it's fake, anyways. We all know it's all rigged. We know who's gonna win. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you right now, the team that is going to win is.
Wow. No, the team that's going to win is the team that wins the last round of the game. That's my hint. That is my hint.
Oh, it seems that Mike disconnected. Thank God that I said the prediction of how the rest of this game's going to go out, because my book is magically burned. My script is gone. So I'm going to have to use live casting now. And I seem to have forgotten everything. So, hope you guys caught all of that.
Funny how that happens, isn't it? Oh, my script's gone. Okay, my script's gone as well. I can't believe you.
Oh, what a coincidence.
What a coinky-dink.
True. Oh, we've not been taking this game seriously enough.
It's Coastline.
It is Coastline.
It's Coastline. It's fine.
I think the script arc is very entertaining, and I hope you guys in chat have enjoyed this.
I've been enjoying it. I can't lie.
This arc. We've been enjoying it, but the viewers have been enjoying it. All 50 people in chat. I wonder if they actually hate us and wish we never cast it again because they want to watch some nice competitive Siege, or they just don't care enough as muted and are just watching it. Either or, doesn't matter. We still get paid. So.
Unless Trippin gets his way. Okay, that laugh from Trippin was really scary. Okay, I'm actually worried for my personal health. So, okay, so we're now defending the billiard site. That's going to be Machine Soldiers doing that. Goody with a nice little pre-fire into kitchen. Not quite able to find that player, however. Don't know whether there was intel or if it was just a blind spray. Either way, he came very close to getting a kill, but to no avail. 30 seconds have passed now. As qvG, they're looking to get a bit more aggressive inside of the site. Actually, F2 is already in Sunrise. Do they know that the player is in Kitchen? I don't know if they do. Drones coming through, they will have him spotted out now. That's Discount from above, able to take down F2. What an angle through the hatch that is. 1 minute has been burnt, and so has the life of F2. Den takes a lot of damage. Don't know whether those were the wall bangs, but qvG takes down. qvG is taken down by Adrian. No more kills inside of this round for him.
He's an important pick.
Yes, absolutely. Thinker as well. Definitely very important. Goody though, he can still. We've seen the rest of these players, Goody, just Pit and Kex, have been doing so well, but as I say that, Pit gets taken down really low. Kex does as well, but Kex finds Den. Pit is taken down, however, and Adrian gets a second! Hello, what is going on? And now it's just Goody left alive. No. Creeds has taken this one, and now, my math serves me correctly, that's match point again. We're going to need to see another 2 rounds in a row to take us to overtime from qvG.
Well, if I was qvG, this is now or never tactical timeout, and yep, that's exactly what happens. Exactly as part of the what we expected. But wait, what is this? Machine Soldiers are also taking a wait, production, how does this work so that the tactical timeouts stack with each other, or do we just do they I've never had this happen. What happens here?
Nor have I.
What happens here? Is this the same timer? So
okay.
I guess the timer is just the same. It doesn't matter. Both teams are tactically timing out. So while we wait for that to happen, both of these teams will be talking it through with their coaches and their analysts and their staff to try to figure it out. Obviously, qvG, they need to make a comeback. They need 2 rounds in a row. Machine Soldiers have been so aggressive on their defenses. They've been managing to win out almost every single round because of every single gunfight they're winning. And it's a very aggressive defensive-sided coastline we've been seeing. It was a 3-3 split on the side of qvG's defending half. But to be honest, you could argue it could have been more, especially considering that one body round. It could have been a 4-2 split, which would have made this a 5-5 at the moment. And at a 5-5, both of these teams taking a tactical timeout, you don't know where this is going. But Machine Soldiers are looking strong on defense, but they're going to have to go back to Blue Bar and Sunrise. And if I believe this was the round that they lost, right? Can I get a production confirm with this?
Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah. I think it is. So
yeah,
it was one of these bottom floor sites. I'm pretty sure it was not hookah because they won hookah twice. So the one was a clutch. One was a mute clutch from Adrian. They haven't gone penthouse yet, I believe. They've been cycling through these 3 sites, and they won kitchen. So I'm assuming it has to be Sunrise. So process of elimination, they did lose this Sunrise. Was it? Yeah. Okay, you know what? They lost one of these sites, and let's just assume it is this site for the sake of continuity. Adrian and Googie, the 2 players on each team, going 10 kills each. Whew. I mean, Adrian, we've said that when he stays alive, he has so much value, and he is the one staying alive right now, and he is bringing that value exactly.
He's been showing it, definitely.
He has been showing it. He doesn't want to let his team down, especially in a map like this.
Yeah, qvG, it's all up to you now as we head into this action phase of possibly the last round here on Coastline, the last round of this semi-final. Obviously, we haven't even mentioned the stakes yet, Yaga, but their stakes are very high. Obviously, both these teams are confirmed for Titan Series Season 2, but whichever teams win this will obviously go through to the grand final, which gives them a chance at playing for the big prize money. There is no reward for 3rd and 4th, but if you get 2nd, you get 200 euros, and 1st gets a whopping 500 euros. So it's all to play for. There's essentially 300 euros up for grabs right now. It's 200 in this matchup, and the grand final would be to decide the final 300 euros. So
500 euros? That's like 10,000 times more than what Triple pays us.
I know. It's a scam, honestly.
We deserve more. Justice or Castles, boys. But anyways, qvG, it's do or die here. They need to be making good plays in this right now. They have some of the control they want. They're gonna try to drone it out. They're gonna see what kind of players, but the drone doesn't work. He cancels the drone, maybe? I'm not sure exactly. Maybe there's a mute jammer that cancelled it. Regardless of that, the Yana drone doesn't manage to go in. It seems like they're going to be going for a B plant here, probably behind the couches. That's pretty normal. But the smokes are being tossed out and then being picked off first. Goody, that's an important first frag you need to get, as Pit is going to try to get aggressive. He jumps in the window, he goes prone, and going to hold this angle long into Blue Bar.
Yeah, half the round is gone and the plant does start to come through. And GNX, he's taken out, but a double C4 from Adrian. I was about to mention that he still has a C4. He can deny this plant, and Discount takes down Kex as well. It's all crumbled, and now it's just on the Finker. Guji, he's going to have to go big, 1 versus 3, but it looks unlikely right now. 1 minute left. He still has time. He still has the gun potential, especially with that LMG, but he hasn't reloaded, and he's taken down, and it's Creeds to close it out. Machine Soldiers, they've pulled off the reverse sweep, and they have made their way to the grand final. That's 200 euros in the bag, and this weekend they play for 300 more. qvG, it was a valiant attempt to close it out on Chalet. It was a valiant attempt to close it out on Coastline, but it will not matter in the end. Oh my god, Creed, he stepped up when it mattered, and as you said, Adrian as well.
Wow. I mean, Adrian, hats off to you. That double C4 single-handedly won you the round.
Absolutely.
Hats off, absolutely. He showed up when his team needed him the most. Did what F2 could not do at the end of the last map, or what Googie could do now. It was all on him. Everything was going right for them. They got the picks they needed, but that C4, that pesky C4, because there was a smoke grenade, no one could see it coming, and suddenly, boom. You're now down to 3v3, and now you're down to 2v3, and now you're down to a 1v3, and now you're out in 3rd place. So, GG's. Unfortunately, qvG, you're gonna finish in 3rd place. You're not gonna make it any further, which also means that you're eliminated from this competition. But I am pretty sure that they're gonna come back strong next season anyway. So you know, let's not feel too bad. I'm excited to see this is a very, very strong team. They've been playing for a few seasons now, and they've only been getting better and better. So it doesn't look like we're going to be having any interviews uncooked. The script, unfortunately, has been ripped to shreds, like we said earlier. So we're going to be wrapping it up just shortly after, of course, we advertise once again to join the R6 season, R6, the Talent League Season 7 invite. It's open. You guys form a team, join up, sign up. It'll be a bunch of fun, even if you don't think. But give it a shot. Who knows? You might surprise yourself. You might surprise us. You might even surprise your man. But I think that's all from me.
And you might surprise your 7 kids as well.
7 kids, of course. How could I forget?
Yeah, we're closing it now.
Yeah, we're closing it. This has been Uncooked. This has been a weird last ending of the stream. You know, goodbye, good night, get some food, stay hydrated. This has been Jaeger. This has been Uncooked. Goodbye.